Yeah, I don't know what happened. I was just flying around with my nice little Electra, and I just kind of went south all of a sudden. And then I got a friend. At least I had a friend visit me while we're here, and he's kind of stuck up there for right now. Uh, yeah, unfortunately, everything was going great, and then you know, no coping. We're just gonna move on. What were we dealing with? We were looking for some sand. Yeah, that's what we were looking for. We were looking for a little bit of sand, and unfortunately, we didn't. I'm not able to get sand because of this. But I'm over here for a little bit. Get some more cha-cha. We got a whole bunch coming from Vibes, as a matter of fact, here pretty soon. So let's do that first. Let's work on a little bit of our cha-cha. Get a little bit of this stuff going right now before we kick off our wheat farm. Yeah, that's unfortunate. It was really good, and I don't know how many people I had in the stream at one given time, but I have a feeling that it was doing pretty good, and then it just all went south. You know, I think it has something to do with my shader settings. I think it was way too much going on. And so, yeah, I was pretty sure that's hope that doesn't happen while we harvest the wheat farm. We might have made the wheat farm a little bit too big, you know? Nothing's gonna ruin this. This is stream day. This is gonna be fine. You know, we have technical difficulties. It's not the end of the world. Just something else to learn and grow from. To get better. That's the goal. Getting better together with, so, you know. Oof, yeah, it did not work out great. See here, what were they talking about? Oh no, Seth, fun. Yeah, it happens. It happens. We're back on. Oh, let's just do streaming open, and we are recording. Awesome. So we will be able to do that. Hopefully, we'll be able to stream it and everybody get to see it. It's gonna be okay. It happens. You know, you don't want it to, but it just does. Let's see, did everything reconnect? Is this back up? It is back up. Let's do that. We'll minimize it for right now. This going. Let's go here. Let's hope all of these reconnect, because it looks like they haven't quite connected. Leave that right there. But yeah, you know, there's actually a lot of folks talking about how they were having some issues with their stream. Unfortunately, you know, just gonna happen every now and then. You know, you don't want those things to happen, but hey, you can complain and cry about it, or you can just move on and try to keep going forward. That's what we're gonna try and do. Oh yay, we're connected to YouTube chat now. That's fantastic. So hopefully, we'll get going with that here pretty soon. You know, I was watching some YouTube videos the other day. I am infatuated with watching these guys cook all this Asian food on make all this Asian food, like they're like street vendors and stuff. Oh, thank you for sleeping. Like street vendors and stuff, and oh, looky there. Thank you so much for sharing the live. I appreciate that. And I absolutely love watching these videos, right? It's kind of a guilty pleasure, you know, staying up, laying in bed and looking at the people make all the really interesting food, like in other countries and stuff. And for some reason or other, I get a lot of them from China, you know? They look so good. But some of the people are just absolutely trolls on the chat in those messages, like, oh, they're eating dog and cat. No, they're not. Look how beautiful. Some of it's just like an ice cream. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that. That was Jacob Venture. I'm sorry, Jacob is
Money, money,
never
money,
here.
money, money,
Jacob is never here. Dropped
money,
8
money,
roses,
money, money,
then
money,
dropped 2 roses.
money, money,
Jacob,
money, money,
if you're
money,
never here, what are you doing, man?
money, 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 money.
We're gonna be working on the wheat farm here in a bit. Really looking forward to it. But in the meanwhile, let's harvest a little bit of our wood over here. We bought a whole shulker box of acacia wood from Vibes. That's the most diamonds that we've spent. You know what? Vibes is a super cool, awesome panda man. So we got to hook them up. We got to get the hook up every now and then. You know, we don't have farms for everything. That's one of the greatest things about being on a multiplayer server like this, that I don't have to do everything. I just got to have a lot of diamonds, you know? That's how we got all our iron blocks, right? Let's get some of this. This is one of the most annoying trees. It's not the most annoying. The most annoying tree has got to be the mangrove. You know, that's got to be the most annoying. And wow, Jacob with another 10 roses. Thank you, Jacob. Appreciate that, bro. That is so kind of you. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know what those roses are valued at. I'm pretty new to streaming, and I know at the end of the month, I got a little extra cash, and I always take the wife out to a nice dinner. We went to a lovely place yesterday out in Ben Wheeler, Texas. Okay. And it was like a little honky tonk place. It was a little joint that had some live music and a band and stuff. And it was a lot of fun, just chilling out with the wife. But the food, I was not a fan of. It wasn't bad, but it just wasn't like, it was very greasy. I'm not a fan of really greasy food. Even though it looked like I should be able to. What you building today? We are going to be harvesting our wheat farm here in a little bit. So we got the wheat farm. Today is harvest day. So yeah, we're going to be harvesting that. And my stream cut out in the middle of the stream a few minutes ago. So we're effectively, I started the stream back over just a minute ago. I promised all of some folks that we would harvest the wheat farm. It's been a month of building this stupid thing. And this stream cut out right before we were about to go harvest it. So I was just like, you know what? We'll come over here. We'll harvest a couple of trees real quick before we hit the go live button. Or, just to give everybody a chance if they did want to tune back in. I hate that. It just happens though, sometimes things just don't always go to plan, but we'll give it a few minutes. I told everybody at 9 o'clock, which is 10 minutes from now, 9 o'clock would be harvesting it. So anybody who wants to check it out, they can. Hopefully we don't break the Runecraft server. I've been told that it should be fine. So I'm more worried about my PC at this point than I am about the Runecraft server. I think the Runecraft server is built by some amazing technical geniuses, so I'm actually not concerned with the server at all. It's more of will my PC be able to hold that many entities up, but yeah, that's what we're up to today, man. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate that. And the roses, that's so good. Oh yeah, one of the fun things about building this farm is I got plenty of saplings down there. It's keeping me on my toes. But this is a good thing because we built a lot out of acacia, and I feel like once we're done with this, we'll have a little bit more building, and then we're off to the races, man. Should have plenty of seeds, plenty of saplings, not seeds. I've been doing the wheat farm too long. My brain is scrambled. We're not normal anymore. I don't know if we were truly normal before, but well, I can guarantee you we weren't normal before. But oh gosh, dream day. If we didn't have problems, right, we wouldn't know what to do with ourselves. All right, get over here. Let's harvest a little bit more. We got some time. What we were talking about was that once we harvest all that wheat, we're going to be building a mud farm. So that will be what we're going to do for the rest of this episode today, is kind of finishing up what we need. We need lots of glass bottles. That's what we were in the middle of searching for, a sand, some kind of sand biome, some place where they have lots and lots of sand, because we're gonna need quite a bit in order to make all the glass bottles. That, it'll go fast. One shulker box of glass bottles will probably be more than enough than what we need. Let's see. Looky there. One of our OG favorites are in chat today. How are you doing, Miss Eaton Zombie Girl? Hope you're having a fantastic day. This is stream number 2 or 3, after the technical difficulties that we had earlier. So, yeah, we're just living the life. Oh, friends. Oh gosh. We have friends. Excuse me. No, excuse me. Pardon me. Oh my goodness, it's going crazy. Where did these guys come from? I must have. Oh, more friends. They're gonna help with the farm. Oh, look at there. They're helping. Oh gosh, why are they helping? Must have been night and I didn't even pay attention. Oh gosh, I was up there on the roof and I didn't even look to see if there's anything down here. But apparently we had some friends. Golly. All right. We are officially good on wood right now. Yeah, we'll be fine. Go put this wood up real quick. Let's go flip the button. Let's go break my computer. I had to turn. I turned the shaders off. We'll take one last look at it before we click the button, and we'll see if the Runecraft server or my PC will be able to handle this. I'm thinking it will. Well, we'll see. All this junk. All right, oh, we got an iron ingot out of that. Win, right? And we're out of inventory space. We'll put some of this up in one of these other chests for right now. Let's see. Over here, we'll put that, and that. 6. We got 42 rocks. I tell you what, let's go grab another. Let's go make sure we have a full stack of rocks, because if I have to run around, we'll grab my shulker boxes, and if I have to run around, at least I won't have to be going too crazy. But yeah. Yeah, let's see here. I thought that was a witch for some reason. I don't know why. How my screen just looked right there. Just looked like a witch. I don't know. We got some rockets. Pop up our rockets. We'll be fine with chickens. Our shulker boxes. What do we do with our shulkers? This is going to be on the very high priority list of things to do. It's going to be to go through all of this madness and empty out there. Empty out all of this madness. Because right now what we're currently doing is we're just throwing stuff in chests. Just placing it anywhere we possibly can so we wouldn't get out there. You just said mature bear? Okay, yeah. I don't know how to answer that. Lots of clicking. There we go. Got a free shulker box. We'll get rid of this right now, randomly. All right. Inventory is pretty emptied out, and so let's head over here and let's flip the switch. We'll warn everybody on the server if they experience some issues. And I completely went the wrong way. Here we go. Perfect. We'll sleep.
Hi, how are you?
Oh man, look at there. That would be bruh moment with the follow. Bruh, thank you so much for tuning in. We're just about to run the wheat farm. We'll see if our computer can hold up. Enough teasing. All right. Let's warn everybody on starting. We'll give everybody a good proper warning. Hang on. Yeah. Let's see what happens. There he goes. Hopefully I'm recording. Oh yeah, a couple of frame rates just dropped. Look at all of those entities. Goodness gracious. This is so cool. All right, let's see. Should be getting our first set of stuff in. Yes. And go ahead and turn the farm off. Everything's water flooded. Awesome. Okay. Yeah, we're just going to be kind of putting stuff in places. Hopefully, not killing all the server because all the water's turned off. That's good. Perfect. We got some stragglers hanging out, so I was kind of worried about that. That's gonna be okay. Clear all this up first. Oh, look at there. We got Josh up here. What's up, Josh?
Hello.
Well,
I didn't experience any lag. I'm surprised about that.
Yeah, Kai actually said that he wasn't going to have hardly any. He didn't think they were going to have any problems at all. So that was awesome.
Heck yeah. Yeah, I didn't experience any.
Uh-oh. We do have a little bit of wheat out here in the end.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I was worried that some of it wasn't going to fall inside there. So, yeah, we're just going to I'm going to have to manually pick a lot of this up. It's okay, though. It fills up the inventory pretty fast, though. I have to say that.
I can agree with that. Holy frig.
Money, 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 money.
Oh, thank you so much for the heart me.
Money, 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 money.
And the Go Popular. That's so cool. Let's get over here. Holy smokes. That has completely filled up my inventory. And the wheat is not moving. Oh no, it's all going to despawn.
Oh, no.
That's crazy. You know what I'm going to do? We're going to do this. This, we'll take this. Take that, we'll take this out. That out. And we'll do this. Okay. Because I bet I have... Oh, we're going to have to leave that there. All right. We're going to do a little bit of this real quick. Yeah, it all got hung up here. But we'll at least get all this, right? We'll get our wheat seeds first. There we go. That's a lot of wheat. Shared the live encourage. Thank you so much, Vibes. I appreciate that. We our water tunnel is not working to the best of its ability. The most important thing is to gather up all the wheat. We'll do that first.
I guess.
that. Oh my goodness, that was Phonetic. What's up, Phonetic? My my water column here, they did not this did not work out as planned. Hope you're having a great day, Phonetic. We're just making sure we can gather up all this wheat first. Yeah, we made a small error in water streams, but it's gonna be okay. Get over here. I think we got this.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Did it already despawn?
Get over her. There we go. I think we got all of that. Josh, have you been over here helping me? Thank you so much, brother.
You're
Got a little
welcome.
lax.
No worries, bro.
All right. I think, is that everything?
I believe so. I think whatever was left despawned.
Probably so. Well, now it's going to be just putting it all together and seeing where it all is. Thank you so much, brother. I might have to work on the water streams, you know.
Yeah, for sure. You'll get it all figured out.
More than likely what I'll have to do, did the server crash? More than likely I'll have to put hoppers, just a big hopper line. But that's okay. That's okay.
Best,
Yeah.
but
Could be worse.
you'll get
Could
it
be
worked.
worse.
No doubt. But
Well-
anyways, I'm off to church, bro.
Man, have fun at church. Love you, brother. Have a great day.
Yes, sir. Love you too, bro. I'll talk to you later.
Man, absolutely.
I need to get my rockets.
Oh yeah. All right, so let's yeah, that stunk, but I'm sure we got plenty of wheat. Let's start going through here and let's see where we end up being. Let's put all the wheat over on this side, and yeah, we'll start doing that first. Hopefully, I'm sure we'll have enough seeds when it's all said and done to replant everything. That was any idea? Now we completely emptied out all these chests before we started doing this, so this is just one harvest. I noticed the background now on your camp. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, Vanetta, we ran the wheat farm, and I wasn't 100% confident that we were gonna get all the wheat, but I felt like we were gonna get most of it, and I feel like we did a pretty good job.
Money.
Owen B, just stopped out to get back to work. Hope you have a great
Money,
stream.
money,
Thank
money,
you, Owen. What are your plans on the Super Bowl? Our family really doesn't watch the Super Bowl that much, to be honest with you. So, you know, we're probably we would usually watch it just because my mother-in-law would want to watch it, but it wasn't ever anything that was just like, hey, we got to do this. That. And I think everything's despawned at this point.
Money.
That's okay. Here. And that would be OMB with the rose and the heart me and the go popular. Thank you, Owen. I appreciate that. That is so kind of you. Man, we ran the wheat farm and we screwed up. It's okay though. It's okay. I mean, it happens. We're gonna get plenty of wheat from this. And oh my gosh, just double chest and double chest. Yeah, we find out where we're going. Where was our original box at? Was it here? No. Where was it? Could have swore. Yeah, here we go. Putting the wheat over here. Awesome. Interesting. Yeah. Hello from the UK, Jackie Archie. How's it going? Lucifer Morningstar, the man, the myth, the legend. Said, thank you so much, Lucifer. We just ran the wheat farm for the first time, and we had a little error. You know, had an error here. I left the trap door open, and then now we're just going through everything and just collecting all the wheat and taking all the seeds and everything and putting those in chests and making sure that we're gonna have plenty of supplies to replant, plenty of everything else. We did get a lot despawn. It happens, laugh out loud. Yeah, you know, our stream crashed. Our stream crashed before we even got a chance to run the wheat farm. So, you know, it's fine. It's fine. You know, I was thinking we were gonna need all of these chests, and apparently I way overestimated. But it could have been. We probably could have used all this had we needed, or had we harvested everything. But we'll see. We'll see. I mean, there's still stuff trickling in from the hoppers, so there may be more that I don't even know about. That's what's up. It just happens. I'm coping right now, okay? I'm coping. Yeah, we all about the wheat day. So let's see here. I think we're gonna get enough wheat to at least fill our shop up. Okay, I'm pretty sure we'll have enough to fill the shop up at least, minimum. Yeah, and hopefully we'll have enough to be able to replant without having to reharvest everything. And what we'll do is we'll turn around and we'll reinvest in more hoppers. We'll reinvest in more hoppers, and that way we can.
It's not exactly clear whether they
there we go.
truly exist or could be shown to.
And when we reinvest in more hoppers, we'll be able to have hopefully more
If they do,
more space, be able to process more of these things, more wheat.
great.
Because the goal, I mean, this is going to give us plenty of mud bricks. That.
Hi, how are you?
I gotta run, brother. It's my dad's birthday. Just stop it. Well, tell him I said hi. Happy birthday. I hope you're having a great day. Thank you so much. You broke it all? Yeah. So apparently, my water streams in here, everything kept getting hung up. Even though I replaced that with ice and stuff, they were nothing was coming through fast enough, and a lot of it despawned. Not all of it, a lot of it despawned, which is okay. We're all right. We're gonna be okay. Yeah, no, we're putting the wheat over here. We did get a lot. I will say this. Josh came over here and helped. Uh-oh, hold on one second. I got my mother-in-law calling me. Let me see what's up with her. All right, that was my mother-in-law and father-in-law, and they need me to bring them something. So I tell you what, I'm gonna do this, which is really strange. They never call on Sunday, so they're gonna out in the parking lot. So give me just a second. I'm gonna go. We'll just stand right here. We'll do this. Give me just a minute to go figure out. Did you break it? I did break it, Craftopia. Did. Well, we got some things to fix. But hey, good first run. Give me just a minute. I'll be right back. Listen to some cool lo-fi tunes. All right. Hey, there I am. I'm back. Okay. It was my mother-in-law and father-in-law. They were on their way to church, and they wanted a pink shirt before they got to church. So we helped them out. Gather up all of our seeds, all of our wheat. Josh is going to get a discount on wheat. Sure. Anything else in these? Yeah. Well, we're going to definitely set this up with hoppers next. I think now we got plenty of diamonds. We'll just we'll have to do that. Woo. Woo. We do got a lot. We do got plenty here. Let's see here. No, Craft, I don't think I broke it all. I think everything went fine, to be honest with you. I don't think I got... I'm pretty sure I don't have enough wheat seeds to replant the whole thing. But I might be surprised, you know? There's chests all over here, all over the place. We'll have to just see. Maybe I did. And in the end, it's going to be, I think we're going to have plenty to get started for sure. You think I'll have plenty to at least get the farm started? I think so. Over here, that there. Oh my gosh. That was fun though. All these chests. Make sure we didn't accidentally forget any. Oh. Okay. Whew. I might have seriously underestimated the amount of seeds that I was going to get from this. Oh my goodness. Slave O God says you need to repent and believe in the gospel of Jesus Christ. If you're a Christian, 100% you do. And I hope that everybody is a Christian, but you know, some people aren't, and that's okay. I love you either way. I hope you're having a great day. No. Plenty of wheat still to be had. I think we over here. Yep. Nope. There we go. How are you doing today, Gospel? Steve-O Gospel. Everyone needs to repent. Absolutely, 100%. My firm belief that is part of being a Christian. It's my firm belief that the Lord Jesus Christ died for our sins, and thank you for bringing that message today. I hope you have a wonderful day. Oh, here. That, dude, that. Oh my goodness gracious, we got plenty of this. And we got more here. What do we got over here? This is wheat. Yeah. Perfect. That chest full. That chest full. Holy smokes. That would be 6 sides. Over there following on the kick. Thank you so much. Appreciate that, bro. Hope you're having a great day. We ran our wheat farm and it excelled. It surpassed our expectations. And so now we're currently putting all of our seeds up and getting all of our wheat put out and making sure that we don't accidentally lose some of our items here. In here? Nope. There? Nope. Here? Nope. There? Nope. I think we're... Lots of wheat. Profits. All right. You know, this has just been fun. All right, so here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna do this first. Okay. Don't think we have anything else in any of these other ones. Ah, there we go. Perfect. Let's put the rest of this up here. Down there. We'll put these over here. Alright. Pop, 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 pop. This will tell us if we have any left over. Leave these right there. Yeah, we went through those. And I want to go through some of these other ones. Yeah, on the end here. No need to have all of these. If we have any seeds in these, we will find out shortly. Ah, see? Look there. There we go. So we ended up with 1, 2, 3, 4, 4.5 double chest. For a moment, is this server available? Everyone join? It's not. It's a follower only server. But thank you. Carrie Morgan, do you play Terraria? I have not played Terraria. My youngest son loves Terraria though. He's a big fan. I think, yeah, I'm pretty sure we are all finished up with this. No, we are not all finished up with this. We had some that we could reach from the top. So, it just keeps going. I'm following, so can I join? No, this is not a follower journey. This is a streamer only server. It's hosted by the great folks over on the Runecraft server. I highly recommend you go check them out. There's amazing content creators. Alfie Builds, Just Josh Gaiman, D Kizzle, Life Jacket. I mean, there's even more than that. But absolutely, you should absolutely go check them out. Did we get all these? Yeah. So in the end, we ended up with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 double chests of seeds. So let's see, 7 double chests. Let's see here. 378 stacks. 34 breakdown. 24,000 seeds. So yeah, we definitely lost a lot of seeds on there. And then we got 1, 2, 3, 4 double chests of wheat, which is not bad. You know, four's not terrible. Let's see what this crafts up into, because this is the here. Got some little over there. You know what? Let's just take this with us. Take that with us, and we'll come over here. We'll put these up. And not that. That. There we go. There we go. I'm pretty sure when it's all said and done, we're gonna have more than we need for quite a while. Perfect. Look at that. We're gonna get a whole shulker box. That would be pretty phenomenal. Oh, my bad. No worries, man. Absolutely. You know, and there's Alfie actually has a follower server. So if you follow Alfie, he'll give you the instructions. I don't know if it's open yet, but Alfie is putting together a follower server. I think Life Jacket also has a follower server. I'm pretty sure Life Jackets is a Bedrock server too. So like if you play on a console, you'll be able to play with him as well. And both of those are awesome dudes. I think D-Kizzle is going to put together a server as well. And I thought a lot of the OG guys are going to do that. Being so careful not to accidentally misclick and do that. Make a whole stack of bread. Because that would absolutely be bad. You know? I think that you should do a server for your followers you're joining. You know, it does take a lot of effort to do that, but it's not just in that; it's also in the management of people too. Looky there. In the end, we got a full shulker box, shulker box of wheat. That is phenomenal in my book. Woo. All right. That's fantastic. So let's do this. We're going to come over here and we're going to restock our shop. And once we restock the shop, we still got some of this that we can work with as well too. But I'm gonna be honest with you. I am so ready to be done with the wheat farm stuff right now. I think right now what we're going to do, we're going to work on the next part of our farm, which is mud. Mud, you need lots of mud. And so we're going to switch gears and we're going to start working on mud next. There's our little shack. Awesome. Oh. So let's do this. Let's take 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. Let's do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. 2 diamonds a stack. We're gonna leave those inside there for right now. I feel like that's still cheap. I don't know. It needs to, probably does need to be higher, but we're gonna leave that right there. And we have wheat per day. Whew. You know what's amazing is that everybody on the server has come to help out. Just Josh Gaming came over here like a G and helped me pick up a ton of wheat, and a ton of seeds, so it wouldn't all despawn. So that was so cool. Now. And this is why we need to come over here and work on some of this. Put this here. Bop. That. We're just going to put this in here for right now. So many crazy chests full of just nonsense. There we go. Perfect. Shulker boxes. Eat a little chicken. Wings are not doing too great. They're not doing too bad either. Okay. So we need to start the next part of our adventure, which is going to be making a lot of mud. We got a lot of mud. We need lots of mud. And what's a great way to make a mud? Well, there happens to be a redstone farm that helps with making mud. So I think that's going to be the next thing we're going to do. Let's go ahead and get that part of the plan started. And hopefully, I'm hoping that we can actually build it up here. We might be able to. We'll have to see. Let's see here. Tony, what's up, man? We ended up with a full double chest, or a full shulker box full of hay bales. So it worked out all right. A lot of it despawned, but not all of it. So we ended up getting a whole bunch of. The server didn't crash, and my stream didn't crash. So that's a win in my books. Lord, yeah. That was a lot of hay, but I was actually, to be honest with you, I was thinking it was gonna be more than that. Bud, the Minecraft, Bud Farm, and there was one in particular that I liked. I believe it's Simple Mud Farm. I believe it's this one by the one and only great one, El Mango. Pull this up here. Got it muted. That's perfect. Nice. Sorry I missed half the stream. No worries, Tony. No worries at all. I'm happy that it actually went off, and I'm looking forward to replanting it all. I'm gonna change out those water streams on the side, and we're gonna swap that out for something else entirely different. And as always, El Mango does such a great job at his mud farm. But unfortunately, what he doesn't do is he doesn't do a build by build tutorial on it. We're gonna just do some gathering right now. Gathering part of it. Yeah, the gathering part of it is gonna be the supplies that we need. There it is, right there. We're watching this from Trilliums, and Trilliums did a great job of putting together the mud farm in a block by block tutorial. Start off with what he needs first. We need lots of sand. That's the first thing. We need lots and lots of sand. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do. You're looking forward to replanting it all? Yes, I'm gonna be doing that, but it'll be done at night. It's gonna be done at night. In the meanwhile, we got to go find ourselves a sand farm. That's the next thing. Get a boat, and we'll take some wood with us. Got to get a boat, and there we go. We're gonna take a boat with us. And let's see, where do we want to go for sand? You know what first I want to do? Let's do this first. Yeah, it'll take a hot minute for me to replant all of it, but it's not going to be the end of the world. Do this back on so I can keep it on it. And before we go and do that, over here, where was it? Yeah, I'm gonna go way far out here. I believe, I think I made a farm out here. Is it 1,000 blocks out? There it is. This happens to be the jungle farm. So let's set a waypoint here so we can at least find ourselves back out to the jungle farm. Came out here. Oh, we've been gathering dirt from over here. So let's do this. Oh, no. Let's do this. No. This. There we go. So add, and we're going to call this dirt farm. So I need lots of dirt. I got it from here. Now, let's just get the shaders turned off. Let's just fly out east, and let's see what we come up with over here. I don't believe this is a lot of chunks for me. So that's probably why my computer crashed earlier, is that I was loading way too many chunks all at the same time. And it just didn't work out very good. So hopefully if our stream cuts out right now, then I will move on to building the video for next week. Let's hope that didn't happen. Ooh, nice little flower forest. You want blue dye? That would be very helpful in the future. You know what? We're going to come over here and we're going to do that. blue dye. A little exploration. And 352 Chevy said, "Hey, buddy, how you doing?" I am doing great. We are trying to find a little sand biome, someplace that we can obliterate. And I don't see anything that's going to be remotely close to what we're looking for. So we're going to have to go kind of slow because we got to make sure that our computer can keep up with what's going on. That's safety. We don't want to go there. Safety is back to home. And I feel like once we hit a good little chunk of rockets, you know, I can't pass this up. If we can get a couple of parts, that would be phenomenal, you know? And is this Silk Touch? It is. We just need one. Did we get it? Freaking heart, we did. Do we want more? I mean, we got a moss block. That's perfect. And find any of those little flowers. Find one of those little flowers. I might grab that too. See any? Gonna be around here somewhere. Oh no. Well, this is not good because that lava, we must be in new chunks. Let's do this. Yeah. Knew it. We'll do that. See if we can get up here. Save the forest, Seth. Save the forest. There we go. Just a little bit of making sure that the lava doesn't set everything on fire. Perfect. All right. I did a good deed today. Did a good deed. We're going east. Going east. Got a creaking heart. That's perfect. We only need one. We can make more creaking hearts from that. I'm hoping get netherite. Yeah, netherite would be nice. I don't know. Probably would have been nice to have on my hoe a long time ago. I feel like we're getting into colder biomes over here. Move away from the colder biomes. See if we can't find. I mean, there's sand here, there, but we need a desert. You know, looking for a desert. That was a really fine. That was a really good find, though. No, we got the reason why we're looking for the desert is that we need a lot of glass bottles. 27,000 blocks away from home. Close. Not too crazy close. But you know, we're getting there. We're getting there. Today, how did we do today? We got a lot of wheat. I think we got enough wheat to last us for a good little bit. Unfortunately, the stream kind of went banana. Oh, here we go. Got it in a savanna. We'll be getting close to a wheat farm, or close to sand somewhere around here pretty soon. Got plenty of wheat for the first need. I bet with 5 double chests full of seeds that we should pretty much have enough seeds to replant everything. I think it took me a whole 2 chests to plant an entire section. So the fact that we have more than one right there is fantastic. Wish I could zoom more out on my mini map. Yeah, oh, that's the end of that. Uh-oh, got a little nether portal over here. Go rob it. Gotta rob it. Hello, sir. Are you having a fantastic day? Indeed. Indeed, I am. 100%. Let's get this. Hank. In any chest. Here's a chest. Golden apple. Lodestone. Lodestone. Mending gold axe. Picked obsidian. Curse of vanishing. We're good without that. About out of rockets. About out of rockets. We had plenty, but we didn't bring enough. Okay, here we got a little sand over here. Turtles on them. I mean, we could come over here and yoink all this sand. Aha. Yeah. Let's do that. Let's come over here and we'll put a little waypoint so we can come back over here and we'll steal all the sand. This will help us out. Sand 1. So let's do a little mining first. See if we can sleep real quick. Let's try to sleep so that we don't have so many creepers trying to murderficate us. Excuse me, kid. But yeah, it won't be long. We'll be replaying all this. We'll replay all that sand. Or replaying all that can't talk. We'll be replaying all that wheat. You know? Look! He's here to help us with the sand. There's another one. Alright, good. Yeah, they were here to help us with the sand. You know, we could bring a beacon over here. We have the one beacon, but I'm not interested. We'll just grab the sand right here, and I wonder how many glass bottles are. I think you get 3 out of every block. So if we fill up a good inventory full of sand, we need a lot. We do need a lot of sand. Think of all the people who's just completely obliterated on Hermitcraft. They have an entire mining desert for sand. You know? That's wild to think of that. That is insane. But, you know, they do some amazing builds out there for sure that I'm sure constitute them having that much space or having that much need for that much, you know? We're just doing a little bit of stuff. Nothing crazy. Nothing crazy. I mean, just a small little wheat farm. Hello, sir. Are you having a fantastic... I am. We had technical difficulties earlier on, but that's okay. You know, sometimes it just happens. That's why I'm not a professional streamer, right? I don't have a team of people helping me out. It's just me. I'm just some dumb redneck hillbilly out here in East Texas, doing the best that I can with what I got. You know, and ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that at all. You know, I get encouraged, right, from watching all these young people make these amazing videos and everything, like monkeying around, some others, and it just it's heartwarming to see how many people have taken this game and made it into such an amazing reality for them. You're a Texan, brother. Yes, I am indeed, from the great state of Texas. I'm over in East Texas, as a matter of fact, behind the piney wood curtain, near and dear Tyler, Texas. Here. We're not crazy Tyler yet, but there. I mean, and I did bring a shulker there. Prepared Seth. Who would have thought Prepared Seth would have shown up on today's stream? Not Prepared Seth. That's what we're usually accustomed to seeing. And it's so fun because it's like Caster Labs decides, hey, I don't feel like working. And Streamlabs is like, I'll pick up the slack and they'll work. So it's fun that you have to watch a couple of screens and then all of a sudden, one screen's fine. When I first started streaming, I had to keep my eyes on 3 different screens at the same time and play the game. And I was so trash at it. But it definitely has evolved. But you know, not too bad. Do I feel like a shulker box will be enough right now? I mean, a shulker box is a great first start for sure. Is it going to be all we're going to ever need? No. And they have guys out here that's sand duping, I think. I'm pretty sure we voted in that sand. We don't care if people sand dupe. You know, we're not going to be worrying about it too much. At that, the only thing that we wanted was that if you were going to dupe stuff, you didn't sell it in the shopping district. And I think that's fair. You know, I don't think that's a bad rule. You know, if you're going to be making something, if you're going to be duping it, you probably shouldn't be selling it. There we go. Grab all this up here. We are going to need some dirt blocks as well, too, because that's part of the other part of the mud farm. That would have been a fantastic time. All right. So let's see here. Dirt farm. That's where we got to go. 2,000 blocks that way. And yeah, now's a good time. Let's fill this up. I mean, good to let's see how far this gets us.
Money, 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 money.
Oh my goodness. Buzzing Sniper. Buzzing Sniper, thank you so much. So not only did Buzzing Sniper give us a little heart me, which is cool, but they also share the live. So thank you, Buzzing Sniper. That was so kind to you. We have been blessed today. That is for sure. Especially when you think that we didn't break the server. We didn't get all the wheat that we wanted, but you know what? It's gonna be all right. We're gonna go back and we'll replant it, and we're gonna change out those water streams. We're gonna swap them out with hoppers. That's gonna be the way smarter way of going. And Sush Levern said, yo, what's up? You're having a great day. Thank you for checking me out on the Red app. We had such an amazing day going this morning, and then it just kind of blew up. Let's see. Let's check for panda. Let's check. Vibes has been looking for pandas, and I don't see any there either. Ashwin. Oh, Ashwin. Ashwin. Don't know what that is. Don't know what that means. There's our portal. I'm from India. Oh, okay. Awesome, man. Hope you're having a great day. You know, most of the people in the very beginning, when I started streaming that was from India, would say Alu Kahuga or something like that. It was so funny. Are we going down? We are. Let's go down. But I hope you have a great day there in India. Thank you so much for just hanging out for a second or two. You know, we did a little bit of a wheat farm earlier today. If you might have clued that in from the title of the stream, and it worked out really good. I'm really happy with it. We're building a mud farm now, so that's kind of the next thing we got going on. So that's where we're at. We're gonna hopefully get that going next. I'm from India. My exams were on. My girlfriend broke. Oh no. Hey, you know what? If it's your girlfriend you broke up, that's okay. That's okay. You know, if it's your wife, that's a whole nother story. You know, I hope that didn't happen to you. All right, so this is kind of precious. So we're going to stick this and this and we'll put the little, nothing really superb. Got some of this, and we'll put the obsidian in a random chest over here. Why not? Sand. Shulker box. We'll put our shulker box up for right here, right there. And now we have the wonderful task taking all this and put it inside here. We have plenty of, oh, we probably don't. Do this, we'll put that in there. We do have a little bit. Let's divide that up equally.
Hi, how are you?
Oh, thank you so much for the like on the follow, Mason. I appreciate it. We got the like goal. Thank you, man. That is so kind to you. Yes, we are blessed. We are 100% blessed with all the love and affection that folks give us from the apps. Truly a grateful person for the ability to come beyond. All right, so what do we got here? We You are making me happy. Well, I'm glad. I'm glad, man. I hope, you know, yeah. Been around long enough to know girls are gonna come and go. Girlfriends are gonna come and go. That's okay. You know, I was there was somebody that was talking about that they had read a diary of a young lady from 1950, and she had talked about how she had like 7 or 8 dates in one evening, or not in one evening, in 1 month time. Like she said, went out with Brad, then she went out with Bill, Jerry, then Tom. She went out with all these people. Dating was something completely different in the 50s. I'm not from the 50s. I'm from the 80s. But still, times have changed so much in such a short period of time. Just said, do you play Roblox? I do not. I do not play Roblox. Not because I don't want to or I don't like it or anything. I just I'm kind of married to Minecraft. It's my jam. It's what I love, and kind of play it. I haven't really played anything else, to be honest. These chests are atrocious. Absolutely atrocious. I know, y'all. I know. We got to do better. Got to do. We're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. But what I'm looking for now is this. That'll be fine. Put this together. Get some scaffolding going. That's plenty. Oh, no problem. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. I'm an open book. I love you too, man. I love you too. Thank you so much, Sush, for just chilling out. You know, just out of curiosity, Shush, are you watching me on the landscape version or on the portrait version? You know, I've always interested, like, how do people like to watch their YouTube stream? Like when I'm at home and I'm watching stuff, I'm typically watching it in portrait mode on an iPad. Yeah, but I'm watching it where it's like taller than it is long. But for some reason, you know, that I'm. Oh, excuse you. Pardon me, sir. No, you are not invited. How rude. But yeah, I'll watch it in the portrait mode. But for some reason, whenever I'm on the computer, I like watching everything in landscape. Trees. This was an oak. This goes down quite a ways. Having some terrible heartburn today. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna do this. Let me do this real quick.
Hi, how are you?
Oh my goodness! Looky there. That was Lux with another follow. Thank you so much, Lux. I appreciate that. We're gonna do this. Let me box myself in real quick. Let me go get a Tums. I'll be right back. Burping. No, last night, me and the wife, we went out to Ben Wheeler, Texas. And they had this really neat little honky-tonk place where it was like country music. And we actually have heard this band a couple of times. And so we decided we would go out there for an evening out. We've never gone to this particular place. And we had heard lots of good things about it. And so we took off about 5:30, 6 o'clock to get out there. And we did make it. You know, I did not get a sapling from that pillow fork, did I? I didn't. That would have been smart. Anyway, we did make it out there. And they had a lot of reviews on Google about how good their chicken fried steak was. And I love chicken fried. I'm a fat country kid from East Texas. Of course I love chicken fried steak, right? It's 9:24 p.m. there. Oh wow. Well, I hope you're having a great evening, and thank you for tuning in to the live and just chilling out with us. We do stream on Sunday mornings. It's Sunday morning here in Texas time, and yeah, all the streams is kind of lo-fi, chill, kind of not really doing something crazy. You know, no amazing mega builds, not like hermits or anything like that. But we do play. We do play on an SMP server. This is the Runecraft server, and it's got a whole bunch of streamers on here who are just amazing content creators. Somehow or another, they lowered the bar enough so that I could come on here, you know. But no, me and the wife. So I ordered the chicken fried steak, and it was delicious first couple of bites, but it was very greasy, like really oily. And I mean, I'm not a person who's afraid of like food.
Hi, how are you?
Oh, thank you so much, Robus. I appreciate that. Robus followed over there on TikTok. Thank you. But I'm not a person who's afraid of greasy food or anything like that. But it was just like, this was kind of over the top greasy, right? And oily. And it just started like sitting on my stomach. I started burping, and it's just like gross. And I was just like, we got to get out of here. So me and the wife, we stayed till about 9 o'clock. Well, about 8:30. It's a 45-minute drive from the house. And then our kid called and said, hey, can he get some pizza? I was like, absolutely. So we left early. We went and grabbed him some pizza from the good pizza joint, Little Caesars. You know, nothing but the best for him. What's up? I wonder, I did do this. We are, yeah, okay, I got it. I got it set straight. Jerry has just joined the server. But yeah, we had an amazing night, but it was just, you know, the food just kind of sat on me bad. So we did end up calling it quits a little early, but that's okay. You know, had some good music. It was a band called One Horse Town. Country music guys, you know, real good music, real good band. Sounded phenomenal. So that we ended up, you know, even though I was kind of like, I'm not feeling good, I talked myself into staying for 2 more songs just because they sounded so good. But in the end, I was just like, I gotta go. We gotta get home. And Tostin turned all night stressing about the wheat farm, stressing about the stream, making sure everything was hopefully gonna run well. And sure enough, chaos, dude. You know, but that's okay. That just happens. You know. No worries. It's gonna be all right. We're going around here. We are gonna pick up some of these saplings, just because I don't want to have to go and find more of these types of trees later on. Oh, this is great. This, there we go. But yeah, and it's rain. Wonderful, beautiful weather today. Of course. Let me get rid of this tree. I think what we can do, let's do this. I think I can see better, be a little better through these trees like that. Oh, the shaders look so nice. All right. Sorry, everybody's having to put up with the nasty looking, generic looking Minecraft. Oh, I was so used to playing Minecraft for so many years without shaders. And when I had to go caving and stuff like that, I turned the shaders off because I got full brightness on. But I love it now. These shaders have dramatically improved the way how the game looks. You know? Still not despawning. Oh, caught myself there. Woo. Boo-bye. I have to go. All right, bro. Absolutely, man. Have fun. Monday live. I will be on Sunday live. You know, I might end up coming back on Friday next week. So next Sunday, we're actually not going to stream because it's Valentine's week. And me and the wife are going to go out of town. We're going to go watch one of our favorite singers, Darren Morris. We're going to go check him out and go enjoy our Valentine's Day with each other. 21 years of marriage, haven't missed a Valentine's with him. I'm not planning on missing this one. So it's as much as I love streaming, as much as I love you guys, hanging out with y'all, she's got to come first. That's kind of the golden rule. You know? And you know what's sad? I don't feel bad about it. You know, I'm sure there's lots of people out there. It's just like, oh no, they'd give up streaming, or they'd give up spend time with their wife to go stream. Not me, not me, brother. I am not about that life. This is hobby time. This is fun. This is chill. This is hanging out, enjoying each other. Aiden says, hey man, can you show me your resource pack, please? Oh yeah, absolutely. Tell you what, let's do this. Let me get up here. Oh, let's grab these apples. Absolutely. So, so we don't get murdificated by all the creepers that are out right now. Do that. And up a couple more. Make sure we don't get hit by skeletons. 100%. There we go. All right. So resource packs. Options, resource packs. So I got low shield. That's kind of important for me. I like to keep my shield low when I do hold it. Fresh animations, just because I like the wiggliness of everybody. And then we're using the glass panes. Culling makes all the glass kind of put together. Default connected textures helps with that. Black icons for the voice mod. Better leaves. I just like the leaves. And over here, I'll glowstones is what I like to put over here, but it's kind of incompatible right now. Let's see here. But I think what you're really wanting to know is the shader pack that I'm using right now, right? Because that really handles the majority of everything. Is video shader pack. We're using BSL version 10, right? BSL version 10. And I have a whole bunch of my settings kind of crazy. But I like the way how this looks. It kind of gives it kind of an anime feel. Right? Or I don't know, to me it feels kind of cartoonish, and that's just what I like. Oh, somebody slept. Wonderful. Thank you so much, man. Have a great day. Absolutely. What I need to do eventually is I need to come in here and I need to really put together like how I set my shaders up. I get a lot of questions on that, Alan, and I believe I'm saying your name right. And that's one of the coolest things is the way I have it set up. I watched I had to actually watch like 2 or 3 different YouTubers, the way how they set their BSL shaders up to get the settings that I like. And I'm still not like super in love with them, but they're way better than they are when they first come out of the box. Most times, shader packs that I've seen, and shaders, of course, they make everything so dark, you know. And I don't know. I like mine to look a little vibrant, you know. Oh, do we have a friend? We'll deal with him in a second. But yeah, I like mine to look a little vibrant more than very dark, you know. And a lot of shader packs are just, you know, they make it too dark. And that's just my opinion. If you're a person that likes it, I hope you enjoy it, you know. But just for me personally, I like it. I like it a little poppy, you know. Just seems like when you do turn those on, it just, I don't know. You know what I mean? Well, if you're still here, you're probably gone. Probably gone. It's okay. But I think the next thing we're gonna be doing, or continuation of this stream, is gonna be getting some of this dirt out of here, kind of leveling out the land a little bit as well too. Look, we have all kinds of friends that want to join us. Come over here. Let's invite them over here. Come over here. Yeah, nice to meet you. My name's Seth. How's it going? There you go. Ooh. Dirt and some leaves. Of course. Oh. You know, they said now that they would have not put creepers in. I don't know. They're fun. I mean, they're annoying sometimes. I get it. But they're also just not, it's not the worst mob. Worst mob, in my opinion, has got to be the, oh, what do you call them? The dudes that swoop down. Tony! I feel you, Seth. I'm still here, bro. Absolutely, Tony. Thank you for checking out. hanging out with me today, brother. You have always been a phenomenal home that I really enjoyed. Lydic was here. Missed him. Pick up all this stuff. Let's put some of... We got something to do with all this, that's for sure. So let's do something with all this that we got. Let's put some chests, random chests out here. Go over here. We're gonna be putting a lot of stuff, but working on a lot of them. Let's do this. Let's just pop that. There's I had plenty of blocks. Here we are now. Take that. Let's take this here. Chest. There we go. That should be good. Should be good to go. There we go. Clear out the inventory. Andre says, can I play with you? Unfortunately, no. Skylar says, I have a dream you played in a movie as a body double. Guess who? It must have been Brad Pitt, because I get a lot of people tell me I look exactly like Brad Pitt, or Ryan Reynolds.
Money.
I look a lot like Ryan Reynolds. Runecraft sent a heart to me. Oh, thank you, Runecraft.
Money.
We were just talking about how everybody mistakes me for Ryan Reynolds. It happens all the time, you know. I'm just so used to it at this point. It's not that big, really not. Oh, laugh aloud. Hit the nail on the head. I know. Yeah, hit the nail on the head. Got to be Ryan Reynolds. You know, that's my main crush. I told my wife that if we go to a Halloween party and I get to dress as Ryan Reynolds, then I will be the cutest boy in the entire Halloween party. You know what's crazy is, and this is what's sad, is that she has no clue who Ryan Reynolds is. And what's even funnier is just like we watch Deadpool and stuff like that, and she still has no clue. She's just like, I don't know what you're talking about. That's fine. It's fine. Just break my heart. No big deal. You know? Why? Why would I leave that way up here? There we go. We got it taken care of. My goodness. You look like Ryan Reynolds. Thank you. I get it all the time. Ryan Reynolds. I feel so bad for the Runecraft server people, right? Because my area is just now getting started, and all these other guys, Alfie has built like it's amazing structures, and I'm just like I'm over here just clearing out areas still. I did spend a little bit of time harvesting some wheat. The wheat harvest went well, Kai, Tony, and Skylar. The wheat harvest did good. We did not get as much as I thought I should get, but that's okay. That's gonna be all right. We're gonna replant it, and we're gonna change out our streams for some hoppers, and that way we don't miss out on anything. Thank goodness that Just Josh Gaming was here, that he was able to help us out with that, because that would have been a disaster. You know, the next thing here we get through here now. How much more do we got to go? We got, oh gosh, this is gonna take forever. We're gonna clear out this whole section right here, as well as this right here. That will kind of give us our area that we're gonna start building with. We gotta level all of this. We're taking it down to swamp level. You know, probably gonna have to get in my pack. You know, this is one thing that has been a huge help, is having efficient tools. You know, whenever I was first digging and everything, I didn't have efficient tools, and it felt like it was taking like 10 times as long. And now we're blowing through this stuff, you know. What stinks is I really have no plan to use this wood. So we'll end up using it for chests. We probably do need to get started on a storage area, you know. probably be a quality of life improvement for the server for us on, you know, instead of randomly looking for, and maybe even utilizing some of our cows, maybe making some item frames, you know, so we can easily identify what we have inside the chest. That would be helpful, you know, little quality of life improvements. I feel like now that we've finished the wheat farm, that kind of stuff is what's going to be next. No giant farms for a little while. No giant farms for a hot minute. Gotta take a break from madness. Okay. Any plans? Any of y'all have plans on what to do for Valentine's? Me and the wife, we're going to Longview. We're gonna go watch Darren Morris. You've heard me talk about him a whole lot. He sings a lot of good country songs. She's looking for, and I'm gonna get to go to Leon's. Leon's has one of the best steaks for a bar. You know, usually you go to a steakhouse and you're like, oh, I'm gonna go to Saltgrass, or I'm gonna go to, you know, Texas Roadhouse or something like that, and get a really good steak. You don't think about going to a honky tonk and getting a really good steak. But let me tell you something, brother. The steaks over there at Leon's, those are just phenomenal. They're absolutely just spot on, great steaks. Missed you. There you go. Now we can get rid of the bush up there. Perfect. Alex said hi. What's up, Alex? Hope you're having a great day. We're cleaning up the area. We're getting things put together. I'm feeling really positive today. We did a really amazing job with getting our wheat farm going. So now it's on to, you know what? We better sleep. Just because we haven't been into bed for a while. Holy smokes, Alex. Wait a second. I bet that's you. I hadn't even looked yet.
Money, 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 money. Money, 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 money.
Alex with 20 roses. Yeah, Alex, appreciate that so much. We'd like to try to sleep in the bed for a second, just because we don't want to have all of the fly mobs, phantoms. We don't want phantoms invading ours. Alex, how have you been doing? I hope you had a great day. It's been a couple of weeks since I've seen you around here. I hope everything's going well for you. Oh yeah, now we can sleep. We had an amazing day in stream today. We did do our harvest on our wheat farm. And next is going to be, we got plenty of redstone. So we've cleared out this forest area. This was all birch over here. This is all that dark oak. We got to clear that stuff out next. We're going to be transforming this area into a swamp. And so we got to get started on this. It's going to be a hot second for us to put all this. And we got plenty of dirt for us to work with here. So I don't feel like I need to go find a mangrove biome, but it probably wouldn't hurt, to be honest with you. You know, we had a mangrove biome close by. We would just harvest the mud from there, but we don't. It's pretty far away, and I don't know how much mud we're gonna need. We ended up getting a full shulker box of wheat, so we should be pretty set on the wheat front for a while. A full shulker box of hay bales. I'm sorry, I didn't make that apparent. It was a full shulker box of hay bales. So hopefully, with all of that in mind, we should have plenty of wheat for this foreseeable future, or at least for a little while. As far as gifts go for my wife, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what I want to do. But cheese bun official. I didn't miss it. You didn't miss it indeed. How's it going, Flat Bun? I hope you're having a great day. Thanks for tuning in again, and I appreciate that. We missed that one there. Go up here and pick it up. I lost my hardcore world. It lasted. Congratulations, man. Well, congratulations, and I'm sorry for you, but that's fantastic. I get so I die so much in this in playing. I just can't, you know. And thankfully the Runecraft server is not a hardcore. But you know, that would be something that would be kind of, I watched Imp and Skiz when they do the shared heart when they do that shared heart world, was it naked and scared or something like that, naked and afraid. And I if I had somebody to play with like that, I think that'd be good. Oh man, yeah, let's do that. This whole area is transforming. It's looking so interesting. Get that one. There we go. I think that should take care of that tree. And let's keep working on it. Yeah, getting rid of that one. Perfect. That's one thing. Yeah, that's one thing that's just so amazing. With the server, with all the different. So Vibes is on the server. Jerry Craft is on there. Who else is on? Yeah, Vibes and Jerry Craft. Both of those are phenomenal streamers. Y'all need to go check them out too. They mainly stream on TikTok. You know, I'm multi-streaming. We're on TikTok and Twitch and Trovo and Kick and YouTube, and I think there's another one I don't remember. Oh, Instagram. You know. Oh, did I? I think I didn't. I don't think I'm playing on Instagram right now. It's a little harder to play on multi-stream there because it doesn't have a string key that you don't have to enter in each time, and that means that it doesn't connect to my multi-chat. So I hate having to tell people over there on Instagram, but yeah, I don't get to read their messages like I do with y'all. You know, so in a hardcore world, if you don't mind me asking, like, is your goal just like to, like, I see a lot of guys that play hardcore, it's just like everything to lose, and I get that. That's just it's a part of the gameplay. It's more challenging, you know, because if you die just doing kind of silly or accidental stuff, you've lost everything forever, which is usually the reason how I die anyway, doing silly stuff. It's, you know, not paying attention and just falling off something, or not realizing that it was night and I'm in a mob spawning place and I AFK'd for a minute to do something, or I walked away from the keyboard. That's usually the way how I die, right? Running into stuff with Elytra happens very often. So that's typically the reason why I don't do hardcore. But if that's challenging to people like you, right? To prevent yourself from doing that silly stuff. Did I get hit by something? I did. Oh well. It's challenging to get that happen. I hope you guys have a great day, Smileys. And that was Craftopia. Yes, y'all gotta watch Craftopia as well. Craftopia is an amazing streamer as well. She's on the server as well with me. They're not on right now, but eventually they'll be on. Y'all wanna go check them out. She's actually from Texas as well. Gotta love the Texas folks on here. I think we got 2 or 3, maybe just 2. Huh. Me, I count as 2, don't I? I'm a big boy. All right, let's put some stuff up. But yeah, look at. I mean, folks, this is Aiden the Canadian over there, building over there, and we're I feel so far behind. But it's really not. Okay, we need to. Well, we'll deal with that here in a second. I'm gonna fall down that again. I just know it. Left one. Oh. Dude. I hate these tall birch trees, man. They're kind of a pain. There we go. We'll get this out of here, and it's just the area looks so different already. Okay, did we leave? We left some up here. Out of here. That's one negative with this mod. It's hard to see all these little hidden trees. stuff like that. All right. How do I join Runecraft? I want to try it. So one, Alex, is you have to be a streamer. That's the number one thing. They really, they're encouraging people to join, but you have to be a streamer. Okay. If you are a streamer, right, there is a Discord for Runecraft. And on that Discord is an application that you can fill out, and they'll go back and kind of look at the content, make sure you're doing something. And, you know, they're not looking for like strictly PG or anything like that. They're open to just about everybody, you know. So 100% go on there and join, and ask to be a part of it. They do have a vote, and if you get in, you get in. You get invited, like I was. I have you don't have to have necessarily amazing skills, right? Because case in point, they're allowing me on. So but no, absolutely, go join. But if you're not streaming, then yeah, I apologize. They don't. That's what they're trying to do, is they're trying to build that system. And the other guys that are on here, Alfie Builds and D-Kizzle, and you know, the other ones that are here, they are just phenomenal. You know, so it's Craftopia, Life Jacket, Just Josh Gaming was on here earlier. He's church right now. But yeah, all of those folks they're just amazing content creators and builders in their own rights. You know, can't talk highly enough about them. Oh, and I'm in the water. All right, pick up some more of this. Yeah, woods are finally starting to clear out down here. I don't know how that hole got down there. I'm not gonna talk about it. You know, I'm gonna have so many leaf blocks when all this is finished. Look at there. Double chest is getting full of all this craziness. Get over here. Let's sleep real quick. Alfie's got a wool farm. I use, because usually in my world, right, I'll use a lot of wool, but and I like making wool farms, but since Alfie's built one, I'm not going to build a wool farm, even though I like using the various colors in there. But whew, we have been streaming now for a little over 3 hours, 3.5, 4 hours. Let's see, 8 to 9, 9 to 10, 10, 11. Yeah, we're gonna a little over 3 hours. And the goal is that we're gonna stream for a little bit longer on top of that. So we got probably another hour and a half, and we got lots of stuff to do. So we're gonna keep on with it. Taking down this area and flattening it out. We want to get to the sea level, so we're gonna need to take all this area out and make it a little shorter. You know? Did I miss even more? It looks like there's one more up there. There we go. Got it. Is it despawning now? Yep, it's despawning. Perfect. Sometimes these trees, man, they're tough. Go. And yeah, we had set all this up here saying that, hey, this was our area, so that way kind of have a little claim going on it, just to make it obvious for folks. Hopefully Aiden the Canadian, it's not too big of an eyesore right now. Maybe he'll like the change in scenery. I don't know. We'll see. There we go. Let's get. You know what? I feel like maybe some new music will help us concentrate better. We got to lock in. We got to a lot of trees to harvest. Really like it to get the area started flattening. You know, definitely not gonna be able to get it all done in one day. Ran out of our beacon area too. Hopefully, oh gosh, whenever I was looking at when just Josh was running around and he was collecting seeds, I was collecting seeds, and we still didn't get them all. Thinking that hopefully I have enough now to replant. You know, that would be very discouraging to not have enough seeds to replant the farm. But I'm gonna keep my fingers crossed. I think we're gonna be all right. You know, 6 or 7 double chest. Oh, I said the word. That many double chests full of seeds should be able to at least get the majority of it replanted so that we can continue the farm in the middle side. I know. I tried to run over it. My son is told me now he wants to go do welding. Okay, story time. Okay, years ago, whenever he got out of high school, I saved up enough college tuition money for him to go to a trade school. Right, it took me about 6 years. That's a decent idea, yeah. Took me about 6 years to save up enough money, but we got him a good $15,000 saved up, and we managed to put that away for him so that he could go to TSTC in Waco, Texas. Okay. Oh, that is satisfying. Oh, that's so satisfying. Got enough money for him to go to TSTC in Waco, Texas. Okay. And so got him registered for classes, got him down there. He said, Dad, I want to be a welder. I was like, okay, man, go for it, man. Good luck, you know, which is like 11,000 times more than what my pops did for me. You know, my pops for me was just like, oh, you graduated? Huh. Go to work, you know? And I told my kid, I was like, you know, I don't have any more saved up after this. You got to use it to the best of your ability when you get there. Okay, going for it. And he did. He gave it the good college try. We got him set up. He had to pay for food ahead of time, which I kind of felt was like stupid because he's not going to eat that food. You know, I know my kid, but whatever. You know, so that used more than what I expected. And so instead of getting him for 2 whole semesters, it was going to be more like 1.5. But I told him, I said, you know, go get you a job and make up the other half. You know, great chap. Yeah. You know, I did that just with saving like 10 or 15 bucks a check over the course of like 10 years, and I would put it into I invested it all into the stock market, and it just panned out. It worked out great. I did my other son the same way. He's got the same thing saved up, about 10-15 grand. If he wants to, he can use it, you know. And when they turn 18, you know, and okay, when he turns 18, right? If he wants to use that money to go buy a car or go put it all on black at the boats, whatever he wants to do with it, that's his. I'm not gonna tell him how to spend it. My dad would always tell me how I had to spend money, even if it was my own money, and I don't want to do that. I made a lot of mistakes with money, and so if he wants to go do it, by all means, go for it. I wish him the best. So yeah, when it's all said and done, it's his cash. He gets to blow it and do it all he wants. He wants to go to the bar and just go bananas. That's on him, you know. But after that, just Dad ain't got no more cash, right? And so they went down there, got to TSTC, got to Waco. Everything was going great. Well, his roommates were kind of weird, you know. And I told him, I said, that's part of it. It's part of it, you know. Enjoy your weird roommate, right? yeah, it just go with it, go with the flow, and enjoy your weird roommates, right? Because you're only gonna have those one roommates for so long, and then get new roommates sometimes. So these might be normal compared to the next set, but it's an experience. I didn't get to really go to college. I didn't go to a dorm, but I told him, it's an experience. He's got to learn to love it and go with it, and hopefully it'll all work out, right? And sure enough, a couple of months into it, he got really bad homesick. He was just missing his mom, missing me, missing everybody else, and he's just like, I really want to go home. I was just like, you know what? If you want to go home, let's go home. He goes, well, I don't want to make a mistake. I said, mistake, no mistake, good decision, bad decision. You can come up with 1,000 things to say about stuff like that, right? Whether this is a good choice or a bad choice or anything like that. In the end, it's just a choice. Just if you want to go home, go home. So he ended up doing that. He ended up going home, and now 4 years later, matured dramatically, right? 4 years later, he said, I want to go back to college. I want to go back and do a welding stuff. But I don't want to go to TSTC. I want to go do certificates and stuff like that. I was like, whatever, man, go for it. I said, and he says, I know. I got to do my own thing on my money and stuff. Yeah, absolutely. So this cat saved up $5,000. I'm so proud of him. It's being a young person saving money is just amazing to me. Because I did a very poor job at being a young person trying to save money. That's for sure. I mean, and I'm still the same way. If I have $5 in my pocket, I'm gonna go get a Snickers bar and a Coke. I'm smart not to carry cash. That's just because I blow all my stuff on candy and cigarettes and stuff. So even my wife, we would joke about that. It's like, there's no point giving you buddy set. You blow it on the stupidest crap. I said, I do. I'm just a kid at heart, y'all. Oh gosh. But yeah, he saved up the cash so he can go, and he's gonna go to a not even a accredited school or anything. He's found a guy who's gonna get him this class, and he's done the research on it. We're gonna go down there Monday and just go talk to him. But he's so proud that he's, like I said, he's done the research on it and everything else, and he thinks he's gonna be able to get his stuff with that. I was like, you know what? Good for you. I hope it works out. There's a lot of dads out there who like, in my opinion, like want to force their kids to do stuff the way how they want to do stuff, and they'll hold their kids to a higher standards than they even hold themselves. It's in that, to me, just always blew my mind. Like dads at basketball, just like they're holding their kids more accountable than they hold themselves. And I just wild, like there was a couple of dads that were just like getting on to their kids for missing a shot at basketball. I was just like, everybody's gonna miss a shot at basketball. Why are you singling your own dang kid out and making him feel bad? It's like, even if you were out there playing, you can't be 100% playing a game. That's part of the game, is missing shots. But hopefully you get a kid that'll rebound every now and then. And if you don't have a kid that rebounds, hopefully he's a team player and he helps everybody else out. Oh, nighttime, gotta sleep. Look how beautiful this area is gonna end up being. Got a little light action going over here. I think we're gonna make this. I think we're gonna redeem ourselves, Portland. We're gonna redeem ourselves. I hope so. So yeah, we're gonna go down there Monday, go check out the school, go see what they got to offer. Hopefully, it's not the one thing I worry about. Okay, so with TSTC, with the wellness stuff, I did a lot more investigation. I want to still protect them. That's so awesome. Yeah, I want to still protect him. I don't want him to make a bad decision, right? At first, he wanted to go out and go get a loan from basically a loan shark to get his school paid for. And I was just like, you can do that. You can 100% go out there and get one of those college loans. And it was like 30% interest. And I was just like, oh my God. And then he doesn't know. There. Oh, was that a creeper? No, he doesn't know. And so I was just like, you can do that 100%, man. Go get that loan. And but I just kind of warned him. I was just like, 30% interest. And so I pulled up an amortization schedule and I showed him, and he's just like, "You mean I'm gonna pay that much?" Yeah, you're gonna pay that much. He's like, "Oh God, that's stupid." I was like, "Yeah, it kind of is." So that's when he saved up his cash. But I'm proud of him. Proud of him. But he is a lot better man than me. Like I didn't have the patience to save money. I'm still to this day. Like I said, I got $5 in my pocket. I'm gonna go buy a Snickers and a Pepsi, man. But this guy, he can save cash. Where he got that from, I don't know. We tried our best to let them be their own individual, unique people. So if he thought saving was important to him in his life, we wanted him to discover that on his own, right? Rather than be told, "Hey, you got to save money." Because I didn't listen to my dad. I'll never forget this. At one time, we had a little batting cage here in Jacksonville, and in this little batting cage, we had 8 tunnels, and my son played baseball at the time. We were having to go 3 towns over to go to a batting cage to hit balls, and so I said, we got this warehouse over here. It's not being used. Let's turn it into a batting cage. So that's what we did, and my son was out there all the time, and he was hitting balls, and when he get to games, he would go hit the ball. He did not swing his hips, right? That's kind of the thing you got to do when you're playing baseball, right? You got to twist your hips, right? Well, he wouldn't do it for nothing. And there was a pro that lived in our area, and he came up to the shop a couple of times, and I asked him, I said, "Hey, Mike, would you you do private lessons?" Yeah. I said, "Well, I'll pay you to do a private lesson with me." He goes, "Okay, what's going on? What's happening?" I said, "Well, he won't twist his hips," and I've tried to tell him 100 times. You just gotta swivel those things like your Elvis Presley, brother. If you really want to get a bite of the ball, you could go up there and use arms only, but you're only gonna get so far with it, right? And Mike's like, "Yeah, we'll talk, absolutely." So I paid him the $60, $60 for a 1-hour lesson. Which now it seems like a steal, especially if you do lessons and stuff like that. You're any good. He actually played in the MLB, so played a lot. So we were fortunate, right? And I'll never forget. I went in there and I was like, "All right, good luck, son. Have fun." And I walked out of the cage. And I walked away from the area they were going to be in. Now, I put my head in there a couple of times just to see what they were doing. And I looked over there, and my son is out there. He looks like Elvis Presley, swinging his hips around. I mean, he is completely doing everything that I ever wanted. And I was just like, "Oh my gosh, that is so awesome." But at the same time, like, what the heck? What did he tell him to make him listen and do such a good job right off the bat? I mean, we're talking about he's only been in there at that point like 20 minutes, right? I'm so upset. So I walk out. I come back into the room. Macaroni, what's up, man? Thank you so much for tuning in, Mac. I hope you're having a great day. But I walk out of the batting cage, walk back in the other room. What's up? Yeah, we're cutting some trees down. We are we are the one-slur today. We are clearing out an area. Oh, it's gifted me. Oh, someone Macaroni, that is so cool. Yes, somebody did gift a whole bunch of subs. It was, let me see here, TVT Speedboy, TTV Speedboy 16 gifted you a sub. Core King also gifted a whole lot of subs as well too. They were so kind. That was last week. So yeah, no ads. I mean, I don't get to run ads anyway because I'm not an affiliate, but still, that was so generous. W Peoples, absolutely. So my kiddo, I go back up there, and my kiddo's up there, and he's swinging his hips like he's Elvis Presley. So I go out of the room, and I was kind of upset, right? As a dad, you're just like, "Why didn't you listen to me? I told him to swing his hips." Maybe Micah gave him he told him some kind of secret, right? Like some kind of secret batting technique that only other baseball in the MLB guys know. And I was like, okay, let's see what happens. You know, and so they end the session, and kid comes out there. He's so happy. He's like, oh yeah. I said, oh yeah. This time he's probably, I don't know, like 9, probably 10 years old at that point. And I go out there and I was like, Michael, yeah, I kind of watched you out there. How'd it go? He goes, oh man, it went great. I said, yeah, I said, I seen y'all, and he was like twisting his hips. He was doing good. He goes, yeah, you did a great job. He goes, frankly, I don't know why I'm out here. And I was like, what do you mean? He goes, yeah, when we got in there, he goes, I told him, I said, and Mackenzie said hi. What's up, Mackenzie? And she said, he goes, yeah, we got in there, and he did a phenomenal job. And I was just like, yeah, but I've been telling him for weeks, months, years, you got to twist your hips. And Micah just smiled. He says, you know what? He goes, whenever I was that age, I didn't listen to my dad either. I was so pissed. I was just like, little crap. And he did. I mean, all Mike asked, you know, I got to do that. But dad doesn't know nothing. Dad's an idiot, y'all. Oh, let's see. Where we got? We got all that cleared out. We got this corner right here. We got this right here, and then we're gonna be on to that set. So let's finish out this set over here. Zombies. Zombie. Is it nighttime? It is nighttime. Why are you bothered? Why did you see him running? This is so creepy. Be over here. Let's sleep real quick. Shader's throwing me off. And we got a wandering trader. Let's see. Is our luck about to turn around? Let's see. This music is creepy. Yeah, let's switch it. You know, we were saying that earlier. Daytime. Oh, let's do this. Let's pretzel. Let's chill hip hop. So that. Wanted to try something different today anyway. Over here. You never can tell. All right, where'd he go? He's over here. Look at there. Excuse me. All right, he's got water buckets. He's doing potatoes. Oh yeah, we're definitely. This is what we needed. Needed a pale oak and firefly bushes, tall grass. I tell you what, let's go get some emeralds. Let's go hook them up. Did I bring any emeralds over here? I don't have any. Ah, there we go. You stay here. Excuse me. This. We got 2. I need more. We're gonna need some more. Let's go grab some emeralds real quick. I believe I have some over here. Yeah, at the hay farm. Yeah, we had an amazing day today, y'all. At the hay farm, at the wheat farm, and ended up getting quite a bit of wheat. And now it's gonna be, you know, of course, filling all this up back in. Let's see. Yeah, this. Should have a couple emeralds over here. Got 3. Dang, it got way bigger. Yeah, we ended up getting a harvest on it. So we messed up and actually messed up over here, which isn't terrible. Because I guess I forgot to place the wood blocks over here. So all of it spilt out. So a lot of that spilt out over there. We'll fix it up. You know, I wasn't paying attention. I thought I did that last night. But, you know, it happens. All right, let's see. We got 4. Probably could trade a couple emeralds with those guys. Get a few more. And do that. Some of this stuff over here. We'll trade some of those emeralds with the dudes. Got to shut that trapdoor, and we're gonna go back and we're gonna replace a lot of this with what do you call it, leaf blocks. We're gonna replace them with leaf blocks, which will dramatically help out. Here, and you, sir, will you trade me wheat? There you go. A couple more, nothing really to write home mom about. definitely gonna have plenty of these. Let's see if Tin can get us anything else real quick. Tony, thank you so much for the redeeming the hydrant. Ah, appreciate that. Yeah, it did get bigger. It won't be long. I feel like that was our first, it was our first time of putting it together, Greg, or getting the actual full harvest, and we ended up with quite a bit. So I'm not really care about that. If I could get, let me get one more of these. Okay, there we go. Got 3, and that'll be enough. Would have been great to have one more, but you know what? It'll be fine. We're gonna put this over here with kind of precious stuff. Yeah, we gotta start clearing out an area so that we can start building storage areas. Yeah, we need some storage space. Kind of getting overrun with what we have right now. Let's see here. We're gonna cut it off on this part right here. And then we'll probably switch over to digging in it so that we can start flattening out some of this. And we're gonna use our silk touch for a lot of it. Just because I don't have hardly any stone, and it's nice to have, you want a mix of everything. But if it's stone already, let's just go ahead and get that first. Hear all that. See why they don't these. Here we go. Let's see. Are we actually going to go into that island? I don't know. Probably. If we get into that island, right? I'm afraid that might be a little too close to aiding the Canadians area, and I don't want to terraform the locations that he had, right? I don't want to mess up his area. But I'm thinking that, let's see, let's come over here a little bit. Let's zoom out. I think we're still good, because he's back over here. Okay, we're still way over here, I think. Yeah, wait, zoom straight up. Yeah, we're far up. Island, go to the point of that. Make sure we don't interfere with Aiden's here. So the idea is that we're going to terraform all this and build a swamp. So that over there is Aiden's spot, but she didn't have a lot of farm or anything. He's building up there, so I feel like this was still safe for me to build over. We'll see if it becomes a problem. We'll just fix it. What kind of swamp? I was thinking that we were gonna do a lot of even though we're building with birch trees, and we talked about we played around with different blocks in the test world for the swamp build. Why am I jumping? Okay, that's odd. Keyboard. We were talking about different build styles and stuff like that. Whenever we did decide to, I will get a thought here in a second. Okay, when we were doing the test world, right, and I was showing y'all kind of like what the idea is for the block palette and stuff like that. I tried my hand at building a custom tree, and it was terrible. Oh, that was Lauren with the heartbeat. Thank you, Lauren. I appreciate that. That is so kind. I've had so much positivity today between the light goals and people following and sharing the live, and in donations, of course, is always appreciated. Thank you so much. I appreciate you hanging out with us. You never know what how streams are gonna run. Sometimes it's a little slow. Sometimes your stream breaks 3 times. Sometimes your mic is just echoing and you can't figure it out. And you have to cut the screen off. But here we are. What's all the land for? The land is gonna be where our base is gonna be. And Lauren says, "How are you?" I'm doing great. We are blessed. The wheat farm did great. We ended up getting a full shulker box full of hay bales. Not hay bales. So that was a lot of hay. I'm going to be honest with you. It did not give us all the hay that we should have got. But we know where the problems are, and we're going to go fix them. It's not going to be today. Because today I'm going to do anything but mess with any more hay. I'm done. I'm done with hay for right now. Oh, awesome. I know. I was so happy. And I was so nervous. I was up, between having indigestion last night from some really crummy, oily food, to worrying about the stream from today and making sure everything worked out great. And it didn't. Everything kind of blew up, which is fine. It happens. But in the end, right, it's all about the interactions, all about hanging out with y'all. And I had so many amazing people come in today. Tony Toe Chopper, Goku, OMB, I believe, has been in here. I had Kai Crafting earlier. Just Josh Gaming helped me pick up some wheat from the wheat farm. It's just been amazing. It's been an amazing stream day. Lauren says, my friends are making me clean so they can come over and hang out. Yes. Okay. If you're gotta clean before your friends can come and hang out, I get it. We do that too, and your friends probably wouldn't care one way or another, unless they're allergic to dog hair and you have a dog, and you gotta clean for them. Because my wife, her best friend in the world is allergic to shrimp, right? And I love eating shrimp. And I always give them a hard time about, what are you going to eat for dinner now? It's like, we're having shrimp tacos. You'll kill me. No, I won't. It's a myth. But one time she almost did that. Somebody walked past our table with a plate full of shrimp at a place that wasn't known for having shrimp. And it did. It almost killed her. And I was like, oh, God. Bless her heart. I hate these trees. These are one of these trees that's like nice if you need them. And they're a pain when you don't, I have 11 cats, and I'm the allergic one. My wife is allergic to cats too. And my youngest son, this is story time, Lauren. You did great. Perfect. My youngest son, right, absolutely loves kitties. He's a kitty cat man, right? And we went to Branson, Missouri. This was years ago. And he was not interested in doing all the religious stuff. He just wanted to hang out in the motel. We said, no, you can't hang out in the motel the whole time, right? We got to do something. Well, everything else in Branson is like riding on roller coasters and doing stuff like that. And he's like, I'm absolutely not that guy either. Okay, well, what do you want to do? And he looked up and found that there was a cat cafe, okay? And a cat cafe is basically a place just for you to go hang out and pet kitty cats. And so he had so much fun that, there we go. Let's just do this, right? Make quick work of this. So he wanted to just go hang out at the cat cafe, right? And so that's what we did. And then he asked my wife, his mom, he's just like, I want you to come over there with us. And she's just like, I'm allergic to cats. So she doped up on like so much Benadryl. I would love to go to a cat cafe. Yeah. She got doped up on so much Benadryl. It was so funny. She was just like, oh gosh. And we went to the cat cafe and she had a fun time. And the boy had a great time. And but my wife was just like, her eyes were all like just matted up, poofy. She was miserable for like an entire day, but she said she wouldn't change it for anything in the world. She absolutely loved it, But it was so funny because he took her to that cat cafe and she was all poofy, man. All right, let's get over here. These shaders are hard for me to tell if it's nighttime or not. Did I miss it? Yeah, look at there. See, I hate these. Yeah, got it. Perfect. And it's worse that I'm a block goblin and I can't let this stuff despawn. I just can't. Excuse me, guys. Excuse me. There we go. Fun fact, if you're allergic and you own a cat, you can build up an immunity to your own. Yeah. So the youngest son has been begging for us to get him a cat. And I'm a little nervous, to be honest with you, because both my wife is such an allergic person. And it used to not be so bad, right? With her age, which we won't discuss how old she actually is, but with her age, as she's gotten older, apparently some of her allergies that were just kind of a bothersome thing are now becoming kind of more aggressive. Like, she used to love eating limes and lemons, right? And we never drank beer or anything like that. Well, we started drinking beer probably about 3 years ago, and we would have all these, we'd go to a bar and have these different kinds of beers. We don't drink a lot of beer, but they would put lime with it on her glass, and she liked it, right? But then all of a sudden that changed. It's just like one day she just like, she can't eat tuna fish. She can't eat limes or lemons. Tuna fish just like grosses her out. And I absolutely love tuna fish sandwiches. Oh, I'm so hungry for tuna fish sandwiches. I used to make the best tuna fish sandwich. And but yeah, not anymore. Not anymore. She is like it. She will straight up probably hurl if you walk into a room and there's tuna fish sandwiches in there. So we try to avoid making her ill as much as possible. You know, the side of me is usually enough to make her sick anyway. So, you know, or listening or hearing me chew, you know. Oh gosh, yeah, age can affect your allergy. I was never allergic to kids. I know, isn't it weird how your body just decides to change? I hope I've never been, well, maybe there could be hope for me. If I ever become allergic to Pittsburgh hot links, I could probably lose 20 pounds. Easy. But then I wouldn't be happy, you know. And you're probably saying there, Lauren, like, what is Pittsburgh hot links? I will describe to you them like this, right? They are sausages, natural casing. They look like little dog dookies. They do. They don't look very appetizing at all, but they're just absolutely delicious. Had a cat as a kid, but when I was 11, that's when I had my first reaction. Wow. Yeah, see, that's so crazy. That's so crazy that it happens, you know. And like, why? Like, what could possibly be the reason of why you should be allergic to cats now? You know, what kind of natural immunity just says, you know what? You know, you weren't allergic for such a long, or it didn't bother you so much, but now we're gonna turn it up and turn the volume up on it. What was the point of that, right? Oh! All right, let's harvest this one. Let's go repair some tools, and we look. We got 3 or 4. Now let's go harvest. Let's go fix some tools. Let's go fix some tools real quick. Oh, this is gonna be nice. I won't have to use that. You know, I have yet to visit the mob farm with having Elytra. This will be nice. Being able to fly down there. Remix's iron farm doing so good. And you know what? We should just go ahead and use the almost 10,000 likes this stream. We actually had to cut the first stream off because I messed up and did things wrong, but yeah. Isn't it beautiful? Beautiful out here. Okay, we got all this. We'll repair that. We'll repair this. We'll do both of them. Good. Let's not stare at the Enderman while they run down, though. You know, that should be a good idea. But no, I've never been allergic to hardly anything at all. You know, friends and family of mine allergic to peanuts and everything else in the whole world. Not me. Never been allergic to anything hardly. Look, we put these carpets, and Kai suggested that we put carpets down here, and it has dramatically helped. No. Should be pretty good. We got the hoe done. Perfect. Shovel mended next. And look, all that's fixed already. Man, tell you what. There's been a lot of people that are on the server. A lot of people play all the time. Like Vibes, hardly have I ever turned on and Vibes has not been on. You know, Runecraft's another one's on quite often as well too. Lydic, it's been on a lot. Phonetic, he's on quite often as well too. Let's see here. Okay, let's back up. Okay, let's put these inside here. Okay. We got mending on this one, so let's do this here. Okay, and we got mending on this one. We'll let both of those heal up. Lots of goodness. You know, all right, there we go. And I think that's all our tools. All our tools, all our everything else mended up. Can't beat that. 100%. That is such an awesome farm. You know, sooner or later we do need to go in busting. You know, someone told me that they took. Oh no, they put it back. That's how we ended up dying. Is that we didn't want to mess that up. Perfect. Okay. Just like that, all repaired up. That's fantastic. You know, Phonetic has got the shop on the rockets. He is gonna be making bank. That is for sure. That is so funny. Oh gosh, I wish there was a faster way of just dumping my inventory, but there's not. So we'll just do this. Try to get things back in there. Perfect. All right, where are we at? This is why we always need rockets on this. Well, once you get Elytra, you just start burning through rockets, because instead of walking 100 blocks over here, we flew. And I'm not interested in making any more farms right now. So we're on to a building phase. Well, we're gonna make a mud farm. You know, that's the only thing that we got going. Really gonna be how that we're gonna do next. You know, but outside of that, I'm done for a minute. You know, where Alfie has done nothing but build. He did make a wheat farm. He did make a wheat farm, but not a wheat farm. Sheep farm. Wolf farm. I'll get it out. I'm gonna get it out eventually. Yeah. Give me enough tries, and I'll name the right thing eventually. No. I remember, you know, we were talking about this last night, right at the bar. We were me and the wife. She is the passenger princess, right? Why is this tree? Oh, there. She is the passenger princess, and 100%, right? Oh, let me scroll back up here. CW3 with the follow and a prime 10 minutes ago. Wow, that just came up there. Thank you, CW3. That is so kind. Thank you for using your Prime subscription. Man, that is so kind of you. I keep all the viewers turned off, okay? And I guess that one just didn't come across. I probably had it turned down a little bit. But thank you, CW3. That is so kind of you. I'm thinking that we will continue to try to grow on all of these other platforms, right? Oh, go back to my thought. Sorry. Okay. So, tree? Yeah, okay, he's despawning. We got one wood block over here. But that's part of that tree. we were talking about how my wife is a passenger princess, and she made the comment. She goes, "Yeah, it's safer for everybody if I don't drive." I didn't say this. She said that, and I was just like, you know, if I was to say that, I would be in so much trouble. But she could say it all day long, you know. Oh, but yeah, the world is a safer place with her, with me driving, you know. She always gets a kick out of that. All right, there we go. That, got that. Apples everywhere. There's tree saplings everywhere. I can't. I'm almost right now. I'm just, my bot goblinness is just worn out today. So we got plenty of them. I think they are all despawning now. No, we got one more cheeky little dude up here. Let's go sleep real fast. We are getting some lag over here. It's crazy. It is crazy. Okay, there we go. Awesome. All right, so we got this little island cleared out, and now we need to be on this section right here. We'll clear this out, and we should be pretty good to go. Yeah, gonna go through lots of food. We don't have any golden carrot right now. We spent all of our emeralds. Of course, we could always go to the shopping district. I believe Josh is selling golden carrots right now. Yeah, we were joking about how Josh was going to sell golden carrots. I was like, yeah, I could sell them too with all my villagers. And he's just like, please don't. I think that's the one thing he's selling a lot of. That's Jerry Craft leaving Runecraft for a little bit. Y'all make sure y'all go follow Jerry anytime you can. Vibes is online right now too. I don't know if Vibes is streaming or not. He's not streaming right now. He's building his tree. He has a tree farm, right? And it is absolutely humongous farm, right? And he's building it. He's building a tree around his tree farm. I guess to pay homage to it. I don't know. The man's got enough trees to sink a boat at this. But
Money, 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 money.
oh my goodness, what is that? Cade! Yo, man! What is Cade? Hold on. Cade, what are you doing, brother? What? Thank you, Cade. From the bottom of my heart, I appreciate it. That is very generous. As always, not required, but thank you. Thank you so much, brother. I hope you're having a great day. We got on here this morning, and we've had lots of problems. We've had stuff not working. We've had our stream quit on us twice. I had some kind of weird echo going on in the very beginning, but we persevered. We pressed on, and we didn't do it so that folks would donate galaxies, but the generosity of y'all are just over the top crazy. Thank you. I hope you're having a fantastic day, and you got any plans? You got anything you're working on? And this is fantastic. You know, I thought that was really sad earlier. Goku was talking about how he had some friends, or he was watching some other stream. He's just like, the streamers wouldn't interact with people that weren't gifting things that was crazy like. And I don't ever want to come across as that. Cade says, having a good day, man. Gave you one earlier and you popped back up on my For You page. God given me signs. Hey, thank you so much earlier for the one as well too. That I have a memory like a goldfish. It is a wild day. The wheat farm did kick off. I am blessed about that. But you know, that is amazing that you pointed that out, kid. Because I'll take a moment, my time, express something, right? And I think you get it. I know you get it because you just said it, right? That God had blessed you. God has blessed us all in one shape or fashion or another. And then giving it back is what really feels good, right? Uh, Me and the wife, we used to attend church all the time, and I threw the money in the church offering plate all the time, and we're not going to church right now. We're backsliding a little bit. I'm doing this on Sundays. We're doing some other things. We had some issues. You know, we're still on a path, right? And so it's just like we're still gonna be helping folks out. We're still gonna do charity, right? How are we gonna do charity if we're not going to church where we can donate or give money to the church, right? So what we've chosen to do is that instead of a modest tip, right? Even good service, bad service, instead of a modest tip, we're gonna pay it forward. We're gonna give it a little better, right? And yes, it means a lot to the person that's serving us food, but it means even more to us because it's a representation of Jesus Christ that lives within our heart, right? When people see generosity like that and it's meaningful and it always makes us, I don't know, it warms our hearts, you know, to see people that are grateful for that, and they earn it. They absolutely earn it. And then the additional on top of that, that's just my feeling. I hope I didn't offend you at all, Cade, but that's the way how we see gifting and donations and stuff like that. So like the kid last night, the whole story, the kid last night, right? He ended up, he was a younger boy that was around my oldest son's age, right? They were almost identical age. And I said, well, did you play basketball in high school? And he's like, yeah, I did. And I was like, oh, well, you probably played my son. And I pulled up a picture. He's like, yes, I did. I remember him. I was like, oh, that's so cool. He's like, yeah, he was a good kid. He goes, we actually hung out a couple of times after, he goes, even though they were on opposing teams, he goes, we saw each other at some get-togethers and stuff like that. I was like, that's so cool. You know, I said, well, what'd you think of it? He's my little jerk kid. He's like, no, your son was actually a pretty respectful guy. He goes, I liked him. Like, oh, heck, that's a nice kid, right? Anyway, we ate the food at the restaurant. It was absolutely trash. We hated the food. It was terrible. It was so greasy. And I told my wife, I was just like, okay, we're not gonna leave this kid high and dry just because the food was just awful, right? And we already made a decision that whatever it was, we were gonna donate this much. I'm not gonna say we were gonna donate this much. And the kid comes back, right? And he felt bad that my wife didn't eat her food. So I don't know if he paid for it or if he talked to the staff and not charging us, but they took off a huge amount of our bill. I'm talking about, it went from, you know, $40-$50, or it went from $70-$80 to $40-$50. I was just like, okay, so now I can't give them the same amount, right? That would be what a jerk thing to do, you know, especially because I'm not robbing the kid, I'm robbing God of a blessing. So I'm like, oh gosh, something just went off. Oh gosh, what was that? Somebody just joined. Thank you, Patrick, for the follow. I appreciate that. But yeah, we wouldn't be robbing the kid of anything because he didn't know. We'd be robbing God. So it's just like, okay, you got to go even higher, got to go even crazier, you know. So I'm not gonna say what that kid got out of that tip with, but I was just like, I hope he doesn't think like he'll see my son later like, your dad's a G, you know, like, oh, he doesn't do that for you or me, he does that for God. Oh gosh. You know what's sad though? Oh, this always breaks my heart. Is when we go to a restaurant and we're talking to staff or something like that. If we ever eat like on a Sunday, and you know, because I've been a server, I've been helping, I've, you know, waited on people before, you know, strike up a conversation with a fellow server, no big deal, and say something effective. It's Ray said, hi Seth. Oh man, thank you. Kate said, no man, nothing wrong with not going to church as long as you believe and you know the word. Am I getting beat up? I'm getting beat up. It's a skeleton. Oh gosh, let's kill the skeleton. golly, in full gear. Yeah. Oh, they're spawning because of the rain. Oh, let's eat real quick. Nothing wrong with going to church as long as you believe and know the word, my man. Absolutely, absolutely. Going to church is not a requirement. Jesus never, he didn't go to a Christian church. I will say that he did go to a synagogue. You know, so does that mean that's the right answer? We believe in Jesus. Always fun to ask questions like that, right? Tongue in cheek stuff, man. Tongue in cheek. But no, the thief on the cross, I don't think he ever went to a Christian church. Unfortunately, but I do believe that when Jesus said that he was going to be in heaven with them, he wasn't lying. Jesus wasn't known to being a liar. So I mean, yeah, he's there with them. That there, we got that there. We need to let's put some of this stuff up. Let's see. Oh my gosh, we have gone so far. Look at all of this amazing progress that we've made today. So yeah. My, we get into theological debates up here all the time, but get some of this stuff out of here. Man, we are racking up plenty. All right, perfect. Rain is beautiful. It is. It is. Look, I love it because it just kind of sets the area off a little bit. Especially my little. Oh, that isn't that a good looking view? Just fun view. How old is your oldest son, my man? He's 20 years old. He just like me, doesn't know what he wants to be when he grows up. Maybe one day. Youngest one's still a teenager, late teenager. We'll say that. That's how if that's not, no, I don't mind. We don't really share the that kind of other stuff like that. Like I'm not gonna give you my mother's maiden name or the street that I grew up on. But other than that, yeah. This boys have said that they don't have a problem with me talking about anything about this, as long as I'm not like using direct names or using their birth certificate, social security number, stuff like that. They never had a problem with it. And it's funny enough that a couple of their friends actually follow me on here, which is crazy. Some of them are just goofy little dudes, man. I love them to death. One of them in particular likes a lot of my posts that I put out there, and I was just like, golly, that's just so kind. I'm blessed. You know. Uh they hear me talk about it, so this is like, yeah, I remember that. I remember that happening to him a long time ago. Oh gosh. Let's see. Cool. Kate, I'm 21. Tell him if he can't think of anything that trades are good as a fallback. Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, he's hoping that the welding stuff is gonna pick up for him. So all right, he got his real estate license. Okay, he got his real estate license that like 4 or 5 months ago during the winter. In real estate right now is very difficult. He's a very young man and a real estate agent. It's very difficult to have people be convinced that he's a knowledgeable real estate agent. In the end, people are going to buy houses regardless of how old he is or how inexperienced or anything like that. I don't understand it. Like I never looked at the real estate agent and said like, because of you, I'm not buying this house. It was either a good decision or a bad decision, or it's just a decision, right? But I'm not the normal in there. Plus, he'll always have a job. Yeah. So we tried the trade school in the very beginning. It didn't work out. So he said, "Well, I want to be a real estate agent. I'm support you. Let's go." And I took him to every one of his tests. He failed the real estate exam a couple of times, many times, as a matter of fact. But he persevered. As many times as he failed, that's one of the most proudest things as me as a father is I feel like I'm an accomplished dad. Is because and with this son, the other son's got challenges. Well, too. I'm not disparaging him. But as many times as he failed at taking that real estate exam, he continued to take it. Went home, study harder, learned some of the things, try to apply it to the next set of, and we're not listening to anything. There we go. He would try to apply it to the next set of, there we go. To what he messed up on the earlier test, and he would keep doing it. And he did that we're talking about months, bless his heart, you know. But he didn't give up. Even though it was hard, even though it was difficult, even though he didn't get the results that he was looking for, he didn't give up. And I always look at that as like, man, most people that I know, most adults, let alone kids I know, would fail twice and give up. I'm just being honest with you. Most adults I know, if they failed once, a lot of them would give up. Twice, they would flat out give up. This kid failed way more times than me. You know, and it's not that he wasn't trying, not that he was just taking it and just blowing by it and just not giving a rat's butt. He generally would try. He studied. You know, and he got so angry and he would get upset, and it just, I mean, nobody get upset about it. It's just, you know, are you gonna keep going or are you gonna stop? You know, and he hates that. He would hate when I say stuff like that. Like, well, you know, you can always give up, you know. And he goes, well, it's just a waste of time. I said, no, you know what a waste of time is? A waste of time would be giving up. Then that means that all the time that you had spent doing it is now just pointless, right? So that's the waste of time. But if you continue on with it and you eventually get it, then it's not a waste of time anymore. He hated when I said stuff like that, and I don't blame him. I would hate stuff. People that say stuff like that to me too. But sure enough, he stayed with it and got it. And it was so funny. So I always took him down to the testing center, right? And I'd sit in the car, and I'd sit there for 3 hours while he was testing. I didn't want him to drive up there on his own, because if he failed, he would be in a bad mood, and I didn't want people. I don't. You should never drive if you know you're gonna be in a bad mood, right? And so I'd just sit in the car for 3 or 4 hours, you know, looking at my phone, playing on Facebook or watching TikToks and stuff like that. And he'd come out, and I always tell him, like, if you pass, we'll go to Popeye's Chicken to celebrate. We don't have a Popeye's Chicken anywhere near us, right? And I love me some Popeye's Chicken, right? He likes it too. And we're talking about months went by. We would say that. Yeah, well, if I'm getting Popeye's Chicken, and I had meetings with people at work and or offsite meetings and stuff, and they like, oh, says we're going to be doing this on Thursday. I was like, well, I'm going to be there, but I'm going to be doing it from my car because I'm going to be with my kid. I'm going to be, you know, with him while he's taking his test. And then everybody's like, so, oh, and I told them about the Popeye's joke, and everybody's just like, oh yeah, that's cute. If they see me get Popeye's Chicken, if they pull up the screen and I got Popeye's, it's a good day, right? And months went by, and no Popeye's Chicken. So when I finally got it, I took a picture of me eating Popeye's Chicken, and he was kind of embarrassed. I was just like, no, it's celebration, got to celebrate. And the crew was just like, yay, he says he eating Popeye's Chicken, you know. It's good to have a support system, you know. Tell you what, it feels like I've been doing nothing but this for the entire stream. You know, feels like it. I've seen so many real estate agents around my age near me, but the successful ones are, yes, yeah. So, and he actually did get on with a very awesome group. That I'm very proud of him for that. He did all this on his own. You know, I didn't even have dad, even though we got a family business, stuff like that. He didn't rely on dad to go around and name drop him or anything like that. He did all of it on his own. You know, that's what I want from him. I want him to be a self-made man. You know, I want him to say I did it on my own. But yeah, he did all those things, and he wants to continue with real estate, but he wants to do it in a very unique way. Okay. So he would like to transition from being strictly a real estate agent to building homes. He wants to build metal fabricated homes, and he knows welding is a part of that process. So he wants to be a one-stop shop. That's great. I wish him the best on that. But you know, you can't just pick up a welder and just say, I'm a welder, and start welding. He needs to know what he's doing is right. So he's gonna go earn a living, earn income, and do those fun things. Smart kid. So while he's learning a trade, he's gonna be developing his real estate career as well too. That's the goal. That's the plan for him. You know, he's got it all. You know, that's I've always encouraged him to write it all down and try to make notes and stuff like that. These two. So hopefully he's doing a good job at that. I think he is. Did we missed one over here as well somewhere? Yeah, there. Okay, now we'll start despawning. Are we down to this last one? Ooh, man. And then we're on to the other side. I might have to take a break from chopping trees for a little. I'm kind of tired of doing this, to be honest. This is fun. I love talking with y'all, but I want to do something else other than chop tree. You know? Oh, we have made significant progress. That is for sure. All right. Pick these up. Let's make sure everything is despawned. Oh, there's more rooted dirt. Get to all that stuff later. I think I'm going to have plenty of saplings for whenever I'm ready to rebuild all this. Pretty saplings, pretty apples. You know, you take down a forest like this, it's bound to happen. Finally, despawn. I think it is. Yes, it is. We can move from here. And uh-oh, do we leave one over here? Had to. Got that one. Fine now. Perfect. Make sure there's no others. It's hard to tell with this mod if I'm leaving it here or not. But I don't see any. That's good. All right, let's go over here. Let's put our stuff up. I'm gonna have so many leaves whenever we finally terraform all this. It's gonna be ridiculous. This over here. It'll be fun to find out. Perfect. We'll go sleep. Got some chicken. Got some chicken. All this chicken, man. We'll take that and put it inside there. That and put it inside there. Look at there. Plenty. There we go. Perfect. Whew. Staring deep into the blue eyes of Josh. So fun. Ah, all right. Let's take a look. We got these little bit of birch that are back here, but I'm kind of done. Got some bushes. Yeah, I'm done with trees right now. We'll have to terraform all this up anyway. I'm done with bushes. We're on to dirting. Let's dirt for a little while, you know? I don't want to mess up this area just right now, so that's why you see a line pulled up right there. I feel like no, we're gonna go back a little farther. Go back a little farther. Okay. How far do we want to go? This is the point that we don't get too into this area. Let's go back to the other side of this mound. There we go. We'll say there. We're gonna carve ourselves a little hole out that we're gonna try not to ruin any part past. If that makes any sense. Because we gotta take it down to not to bedrock. Oh god, that would be so long. We're just taking it down to what do you call it? Sea level. So that's all we want to do. We want to take the dirt down to sea level. We're actually going to go lower than sea level, but for right now, for what we want, well, you know what? We probably do need to go down one block lower. Using the wrong tool. This will make so much more sense when we get over here. beehive. I don't want to hit that. And I do want to use silk touch on the ores when I find them, because I do plan on using these. All right. Now, it's a lot of dirt. That's a lot of dirt. Go down one more. We want to get below sea level. That makes any sense? Oh yeah. Down here. Phonetic. Oh, Phonetic is on. Awesome. Y'all need to go check Phonetic out as well too. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do lower all of this dirt down so that we can create a swamp. That's the goal. And we're gonna want this pretty flat because swamps are flat. And we're gonna go down to this level right here. Like, you know, you say to yourself, like, Seth, don't take on such a big project. And then all right, we got this is the fortune. We need silk touch. Silk touch. Because we want it, we're gonna use some of the ore blocks inside this as well too. And we might as well be gathering those blocks as we're. Here's the silk touch. We'll put the fortune up for right now. Don't expect to be getting any diamonds or redstone with this, but never know. I don't think diamonds are gonna come up this high, to be honest. Not that big of an area either, right? Not that humongous of an area. And I guess when you think about it, it'd be better for me not to go down a block right now, because the last thing I want to do is flood this area on accident, because that could definitely happen. I think this is going to be the most annoying part, is getting all of this stuff taken care of, you know? And then being in a little hole, being a little sliver for a while, that's going to be fun. Kind of one of those things where, like, if I was digging a really large hole, it'd actually been so much better. Dig a huge hole, because then I could probably just use one tool for a while, as opposed to what I'm doing right now, which is having to switch back and forth constantly. So it's gonna have its challenges. It's gonna have, you know, it's gonna have its good and its bad inside there. We're gonna go getting like iron blocks and stuff like that. It'll be fun. Go like here. I've lost my beacon ability, but we'll stop right there. Get the beacon ability back. And there it goes, right here. So we've got my beacon ability back. We'll have two nice clear lines of sight until the beacon runs out on this side, which really a long ways over here to that side. We're gonna have a lot of area to clear out. You know, I was talking about getting all that dirt from Life Jackets area. Here we are. Could have just came over here and mined my own area. And what fun would that have been? If I would have mined up my own area, then who would have decimated Life Jacket's spot? You know. Oh gosh. There we go. That out of there. Out of there. All right. Yeah. Doing what we're doing here. Now, of course, we're gonna need some more chests. Glad we have all that wood, so we can have all those chests. And we definitely don't want to leave a lot of this laying around because we will let it despawn. And we don't want to lose. We don't want to lose all our precious blocks. Oh, like that. We'll store it over here for right now. You know? The dirt up there. Stone up here. Did wheat. We did moss a lot of that. Perfect. Do you think it would be better just to take this down from the top? This? Work ourselves down? Or do you think it'd be better to do like what we're doing? It'd be better. In all reality, I think it would be better to come up here top first. I think it'd make more sense. No? When we're all done with this, do you think I'm gonna have enough dirt to run the mud farm for a while? Yeah, this is gonna be the new it's gonna be the new hate on my part. It'll be coming in here and lowering all this. Why did we find a swamp? This would have been so much easier just to go find a swamp. Yeah, let's make a swamp. You know, why not? It'll be fine. But you know, we will work on our terraforming skills with this, right? And that's a positive. That is an absolute positive. We're gonna work on our terraforming. No, can't ever have enough terraforming. The grind is real, right? You know, I should probably bring a bed over here. Yeah, that would have been smart, wouldn't it? Oh well, no one ever accused me of being intelligent. Take the bed with us. Back over there. It'll be fine. Once we lower all this down by, 6 or 7 blocks, we're gonna be like, man, why didn't we do this months ago? This brings up an exceptional point. When you watch, like the hermits, Vibes, what's up, man? Hope you're having a great day. Building a swamp, brother. Building a swamp, and swamps have got to be at least on sea level, if not lower than that. Y'all need to go check out my guy Vibes. I have no idea, Vibes. I've had such an amazing day streaming. I've had 10 people in my chat, and then I've had 0 people, and then my stream dropped a couple of times. But nonetheless, if you're here and you can hear my voice, go check out Vibes over on TikTok. The dude is Panda Crayon, Panda Chaos, Pandemonium. He's building an amazing ice tree over in his tundra. Y'all need to go check him out. And he's going to be supplying us with enough acacia for probably our entire build. So, how we doing, brother? I left you a shulker if you're not seeing it. Okay, I'll have to go check it out. Thank you so much. That's what yep, look at there. We just got through talking. Yeah, the wheat farm, there's some issues with it. We got to resolve, but once we resolve it, I'm sure it's going to be even that much better. But in the meantime, tired of wheat. So we've decided that we would come over here and level our base area up a little. done some choppy treeing. So now is the time to get the other stuff going. You know what I'm saying? Oh goodness, this is the never-ending story. Never ending. Ambi Gaming did goat. How's it going, Ambi Gaming? Good to see you. I pride myself on my service. Absolutely, brother. Thank you so much. You know what? Let's go run over there. It's at the wheat farm. Go run over there and let's go grab that shulker box. Probably use an extra shulker as well. 25 diamonds is a great deal. You know how much I can't imagine how much a cha-cha but all of the wheat farm is basically acacia. So yeah, it's just passing by. I hope you have a great day. Ambi, I hope you have a fantastic day. Let's see here. Vibes left. Look at there. Oh, so nice. Not acacia, birch. That's right. We're using birch in our build. I've been doing this so much. I'm just like, whoa. But yeah, birch, perfect. Ambi, check it out. We ran the farm. It did an amazing job. Got to come back in here. We're gonna replace all of our trapdoors with these leaf blocks. Oh, thank you so much. Very low. Appreciate that indeed. Yeah, we're gonna come back through here and we're gonna replace all of the trapdoors with leaves, so that way we can plant quicker. But Vibes, I hope you had a great stream today. Thank you so much for the birch. It will be used in the build for sure. Hopefully we'll get to start building here pretty soon. I was thinking, it's like, yeah, it's gonna be great to start building. You know, it's gonna be great to start organizing, getting all this stuff, all the chaos taken care of over here. But meanwhile, we got to lower this down by a couple of blocks, you know. And of course, we're going to be using lots of mud. So I don't want to leave any of this laying around. And we're going to start a mud farm, hopefully, in the very near future. That's what this section's going to be over here. It's going to be where the mud farm's going to go. And we're definitely going to be trying to utilizing that TNT duping feature that I keep hearing all the kids talk about, you know. I timed myself at doing these 7 minutes to get the shulker full. Awesome, man. That's an efficient farm for sure, man. I used to have one in my forever world, and I'm just like, I don't feel like building. I say it's gonna be funny when we saying this, Vibes. I said I don't feel like building like mega crazy farms, and then I built that wheat farm. Well, maybe I think what the better word is. I didn't feel like building the same farms that I've built in the past. How's that? I've never done a mud farm, never made a wheat farm like this. So I think that's what I meant. I didn't want to build all the same stuff I've already built in the other world. If that makes sense. Yeah, with the massive wheat farm, when it went on stream, chat was like, "Wow, that's awesome! That's awesome." I can't wait to replant it. Over there is a veer. Look at that. Got a beautiful little hut over there. It looks great here. Now it's not a mirror. It's a veer. It's chaos, I think. Oh, I can't remember. They changed their username, so now I got to it took me weeks to remember their name the first time, and so it's gonna take me months to remember the second time. Costly, yeah, Costly. That's right. He's another Brit from across the pond. He's got a funny accent like Vibes. You know, y'all can't be Texan. You know, I don't know where they get these funny accents from. I don't know how they come up with that. You know. and some of them can even get worse. Yeah, some of them can even worse. You get over there to Lydic. You can't understand what what Lydic's saying. Here's the problem with Lydic, right? I love Lydic, but every time I hear him, I just want to start swearing. He sounds so funny. I love him to death. 100%. Lydic needs subtitles. Yeah. It's not as bad as some of the Irish guys I've met. But little lag spike right there. Somebody running the wheat farm? Yeah. I'm really happy that it didn't like lag the server out. I was real worried that it was gonna have issues, but the server did fine. My computer, on the other hand, looked like my computer had second thoughts. You know, it was just like, you know, on second thought, I think I'm gonna give you 10 frame rates, 8. I never did check to see what the lowest frame rate was I saw, but there was a moment in time where we were playing Pong on Atari. You know, it was a little choppy there for a little bit. But that's okay. You know, that's why have a farm if you're not gonna completely abuse it, you know? This is why I don't ever get a elytra in the beginning. It's because then this is all I do. All I do is just this right here. Just go back and forth with elytra. And I'll just travel this far right here. And look, I just wasted a rocket. Just wasted a rocket. That's a diamond. That's almost, I've probably spent more diamonds. Well, okay, I've spent more diamonds with you than anybody else, right? But I have a feeling that Phonetic is going to be getting all the rest of my diamonds. And it's going to be because of me using rockets, you know, which is nice. Don't get me wrong, because in the other world, I don't have a elytra right now. So this is nice to be able to fast travel and get places a little quicker, you know. I enjoy that for sure. Oh gosh. What time? We're at 11:45 here. So we got 15 minutes before the end of my stream today. My wife is going to be coming there. We're going to go grab something to eat. I don't know what we're going to be eating, but we're going to grab something today. She's promised to take me out someplace fancy in public where people can see us together. You know, I didn't think the log shop would make so much money. Well, you know, it's one of those things like people don't want to be bothered, you know. People just don't want to be bothered. That's what it is. So that, you know, that I've already chopped down all of these, this entire birch forest over here, and I don't have a shulker. Well, I might have a shulker box with what I've had to chop down over here, which is not terrible, but at the same time, just like I'm kind of done. I wanted to be through with chopping, right? So that's why I said, you know what, I'll just buy. And we're gonna be building with a lot of birch, and birch over there stinks, right? Because it's the tall birch. Oh, that will test the Jesus in you, brother. I'm so tired of of chopping down tall birch at this point. I'm just done. I'm ready to be through with it, you know. That is, I think it's just convenient. Yeah, that's what it is. It's just convenience, you know. I'm gonna get you. You know, we're all just industrial whores. And at the end of the day, when it's all said and done, that's all I am. I'm just, you know, whether you want to buy wheat, there you go. You know, you do your own mud farm. Sure, I'll probably end up having to do that as well too. You know, once I get the mud farm going, I think it'll be fantastic to be able to sell some mud bricks. And I'm not gonna do it cheap. I'm gonna be stupid expensive, kind of like I did with the wheat. I feel like 2 diamonds a stack is high, you know, for wheat, but for a wheat bale, stack of wheat bales. I've always been a builder, never touched farms, but I'm living. Oh wow, see, I'm exactly the opposite. Did I bring my bed with me? I did not. I've always been the exact opposite. I've always built farms, and I want to try and do better at building structures and stuff like that. Did I put my bed up somewhere? I did put my bed up somewhere. There's one wool block. I bet I put it in this chest over here. See what I mean? You just fast travel. Why not? Yep, there's the bed. Let's sleep up in here under the stars. Under the stars. Here we go. Just my builds are getting too big, and my resources, and yeah, by hand. Yeah, so from me in the past, I've always built farms, right? And my wife would always ask me, she's like, what are you gonna do with, you know, shulker boxes full of prismarine? Didn't no clue how many that was, but she was just like, what are you gonna do with all that prismarine? I was like, I don't really know, because I'm not using it for anything. I just wanted to make a prismarine farm, you know. So I'd make a prismarine farm, and now I need the farm, and I'm too busy wanting to build. You know, so it will come. We'll get there eventually if my shovel doesn't break here in a minute. Okay, I'm gonna keep an eye on it. I'm gonna keep an eye on it, chat. Don't worry. I'm not gonna lose the shovel. I'm not gonna break it like I did the pickaxe. Hopefully, anyway. We hope not. You know, could happen. You know, if y'all are not paying attention, you know, who knows what could happen. Yeah, we're gonna probably cut this stream off here at 12 o'clock, and Prismarine Farm in the works. Yes. I actually enjoyed, I mean, if you get the sponge and you want some help with that, I actually enjoy going through there and placing the sponge and everything else. I always, and putting all the sand out and everything. I've always enjoyed doing that, you know? But like getting rid of the guardians, oh my gosh, that just, oh, that always wore me out, man. Because they with the what do they call it, the mining fatigue and everything else, it just cringe. Shut up. Here you go. We got, yeah, we're gonna have plenty. Do this. Let's grab, yeah, oak log. Yeah, we got that. Get this, pop. More chests, please. Yep. I think I already have a whole bunch of chests in here. I did. Why not? Why not? You know, why would I not move them over there? I mean, yeah, that would make sense. That would make sense, you know, to have chest over here. Let's just do this right now. This will be plenty for right now. Put our dirt inside here, and we'll put this inside here. Pop. There, perfect. Yeah, I always enjoyed doing the, you know, grinding out the, oh gosh, the dirt or the sand and putting all this stuff out there. I've always enjoyed doing that more than I did actually killing the guardians. You know, they stress me out. I don't know why. Like killing the wither the other day, I was like, my hands were sweaty. Why I chose to do that outside of the end, I don't know. Why? I don't know why. Should have just swallowed my pride and been like, yeah, I'm gonna kill the first wither. We're gonna do it underground. But something in me is just like, yeah, you'll be fine, Seth. You'll be fine. You know, I just trap it under a portal. That's a great idea. You know, that would be a great thing as far as a joke on the server. Is someone to get one of the Elder Guardians and go put it in someone's base and hide it. I mean, I'm not saying that that's something that needs to be happening, but that would be quite funny just to put that at someone's base, especially if they're going to be doing this. Please don't do it to me. Vibes, that would be terrible. Because, you know, if you hide them good enough, it'll take you forever to find them. And if you get mining fatigue, it would be absolutely... If you want one in your base, oh gosh, that would be terrible. It would be kind of funny, though. I'm not going to lie. To have to mine all the... Or have to dig all this stuff out with... No, you would... The problem is now you have free camps, so I'd just be like... There be that little jerk right there, you know? But you still have to mine down to him. You still have to get to him with mining fatigue, or you'd have to have a whole bunch of buckets on your inventory, you know, and that doesn't always work the greatest either. So I mean, that would be kind of funny though. I vote we do that to D Kizzle. He would absolutely love it. In fact, he was telling me just the other day, Vibes. He was saying, he was just like, you know what I need? I need an Elder Guardian. I need it at my base. Oh, I feel like that would be a Josh prank right there. A 100% Josh prank would be putting Elder Guardians at people's bases. Oh gosh, this server is wild. Sounds like a plan. Yeah, sounds like a plan. I'm absolutely loving the server though. What did I do? Oh, okay. I could. All right, there we go. Just put this over here. Get that right there. Put this right here. Bop bop. It's not gonna be. It'll be fine. My gosh, I found my first pay today. So whenever I was flying looking for a sand trap or looking for a desert, I found a found a bamboo forest, but no panda. I was looking for you. But yeah, well, it's awesome. Glad you found a panda. You know, I tell you what, vibes. Hold on. I want to show you something. Yeehaw! Check this out. I hadn't been on this server in a long time. Oh, hold on. Let's get down from here. This is my forever world. I want to show you something real quick. Do this. I'm saving. I want to show you something. I don't have a light trade here. I was just about to jump off. That would have been a great start. But this is my forever world that I've always played in. And let me show you the panda hospital. I love it. I have actually a panda hospital in this world, and we did that because we're not right in the head. No, we do little silly challenges in here, right? And the silly challenges, I think like the third or fourth one that we did, vibes, was that we wanted to get slime blocks, but we didn't want to get it from finding them in a slime chunk. We wanted to get it by collecting sneezes from pandas. I don't know if you can do that, vibes, or not, but if you get a whole bunch of sneezy baby pandas, you can you'll collect a slime ball after a while. And if you collect 9 of those slime balls, you can eventually turn that into a slime block. And then from a slime block, of course, you can do the trick where you can get what do you call it? The splash potion of stuff, you know. But yeah, so this is show you here, and we're right over. I can run. So yeah, we had a panda oozing potion. There you go, oozing potion. Yeah, so we did that, and it took us a couple attempts. It took us a little while, but we did finally get our slime, baby slime stuff going. And so yeah, it took us 519 days to get our first slime block from pandas. It took us 520 days to get it. It took so many pandas. Oh wow, yeah. So yeah, we collected them, a whole bunch of. See, this guy right here, he's patient 0, right? And I think he's out of food. Yeah, he's out of food right now. We're not gonna talk about this. Check out this panda. This is a very special panda. Okay, this one, my brothers. Yes, yeah. This is a very special panda, vibes. I don't know if you know this or not, but this panda will actually lay on his back, and he'll lay on his back for a long time. I don't know what's going on with it. Currently, he's getting an X-ray. You know, he's getting an X-ray right now. So, oh, you know what? We got to do this. Turn the shaders off. No, turn the shaders off. There we go. A playful panda they are. Yes, and with all the pandas survived. No pandas were harmed in the building of this hospital. You know, so this is the panda hospital. Also happens to be a mob farm. You know, we'll show you the mob farm real fast. And I gotta go downstairs to do that. Yeah, that's not panda blood or anything. Totally normal place. If you breed 2 playful panda, that's how you get a brown. Oh, you know, so with the resource pack that I actually had a whole lot of brown pandas, but I never knew it because it didn't show up in the way I did. And so it's just like, oh, thank you so much for my niece Victoria. So yeah, the mob farm. This was my little mob farm that I made. It's like very early on, and I absolutely love it. You know, but that it would just flood the little things, and mob farms fall out there, and then I would collect them down here. But then we were just like, you know, we got to have slime blocks, so we started this was our panda sanctuary. Can't say right now, it's not in distance. But then we we started getting all the pandas are getting infected. We had to move the pandas over here to the panda hospital, and we need to finish the panda hospital. We got 1 or 2 rooms inside here, but that's about it. But yeah, all the mobs go down there, and that's it. So this was the forever world. I don't know why, but we just decided to do that. Oh, and we get Dolphin's Grace over here, and it's wonderful. Wonderful and annoying at the same time. Oh. Let's see. Bop, bop. I'm beat, y'all. I'm beat. It's been almost 6 hours. We're right at 12 o'clock. I'm tired. I'm hungry. My wife should be on her way up here right now. And I want to first start off with saying thank you so much for checking out the wheat farm today. We got lots of wheat we went kind of crazy with, and filled up a whole shulker box full of hay bales. So to me, that's a win. In the meantime, thank you so much for tuning in and hanging out with me. My name's Seth. It's Better Together with Seth. Just a blocky dude placing cubes one stream at a time. And oh, by the way, love my wife. Let's go find somebody to rate. You know, we haven't rated anybody in a hot minute. So let's go find somebody. Let's see who's on. Let's go tell them we love them. Let's go tell them they have good breath and that we appreciate that they brushed their teeth today. I brush my teeth every day, even before stream. I mean, I know y'all can't tell, but yeah, I do it anyway. Let's see who's on. Oh, let's first do this. Yeah. Remember, next week, no stream next week. Me and the wife, we're going to be out having a good time. Let's see here. Oh, wow. Some amazing hermits are playing right now. That's for sure. We got Gemini Tay. We got Jamal. Jamal's actually not a hermit. You don't know who Jamal is. Y'all need to go check him out. Super cool dude. He's got way more followers on there right now, so I don't feel right raiding them. Let's see here. My first 349. No. Ask for the my guy. That's in some other language. We're at least gonna try to find English. We'll at least try to find English. Nom noms. Perfect. Sunflower Dom. I mean, that's perfect. We're gonna raid these people. We don't know anything about them. If they're awesome people, go tell them that you hang out for me. And I hope y'all have a great day. Thank you so much for tuning in today. Really appreciate y'all. Love y'all. Bye. Izumo! We're actually closing up the stream right now. I've already rated somebody. Thank you for tuning in for a second, brother. Hope you have fun.